first thing is that I ate half an aloe plant.
I thought you were supposed to put them on your skin to feel better. You eat them too?
No, yeah, you can eat them. Yeah, you just have to. You have to fillet.
I didn't
like
say
a fish.
you can eat them. I said should you?
Yes, it's good.
Okay.
But you're supposed to fillet it like a fish, and then don't get too close to the skin where it's yellow because it's latex, and that can fuck things up. And one time I had historically epic diarrhea like 10 years ago.
Wait, is eating latex bad? Because I have a lot of apologies to make to former partners. This is news to me.
Like strawberry flavored latex, or the one that makes your dick numb so you don't come quick.
Hey, buddy, I don't do that kind of chemical stuff.
Do they still even sell those anymore? Because those were like
they sell every.
I can't believe that they can
flavored condoms is still an insane take.
Anyways, so yeah, so I ate half of that. Historically, I ate an entire leaf of aloe that's like 3 feet long one time.
And can you tell us why, just for the story?
Because
why did you do that?
Because you can.
Just because you can.
So, like,
okay, that's a fair enough
answer. Do you get
answer.
some sort of sexual thrill out of always eating weird stuff?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say that's clear. I want to make sure it's not
very clear.
For the record, that's definitely true. Yeah.
Definitely true. So, but I had a historical diarrhea then, and I was like, I didn't
it was a
realize
biblical
that you're only
event.
supposed to eat a little bit at a time.
Or not at all.
Yeah, exactly. So I had crazy fucking diarrhea.
It's like cuttlefish.
Yeah, it's like cuttlefish.
It's kind of just right.
First thing going for me, I put that in the blender with some water and some blueberries, and I drank the entire thing. So we'll see where that goes. Second thing,
I know where it's gonna go.
Is I know the answer to this, but it still freaks me out. Is that
okay?
I made fucking in the wok. I made real banging stir fry, but I made my own oyster sauce from scratch. See where this is going.
Oh my god! Write me off for never trying that shit. Nothing against you, man. Just homemade oyster sauce sounds rough.
Yeah, this is why I was 20 minutes late to the podcast, because this took a little longer than I thought it would. So, and I was trying to get it all in there real quick.
If you have to leave early for any reason, you let us know. We'll
I'll let you
we'll
know.
get the
At least I'm at my own house.
afterwards.
That is the bathroom, so we're
That's true.
We're good.
If we
If
need
you're gonna
to,
be
Joe
doing
and I
a
can
long
just,
time-
Joe and I can play some jazz and scat over it to kill the
you
time.
guys got that
Oh,
figured out.
dumb! How
So,
dare you.
however, here's the thing with the oysters. So, all right, tons of soy sauce.
Here we go.
Now I know why Dylan made this fucking wheel. It's just for him to talk about
processor.
shitting his pants
Yeah,
for
it's
25
like a
minutes.
narcissistic wheel of Dylan. I understand this, but it's funny. So,
Come on, welcome back to the greatest podcast in town, the weirdest podcast around. We're talking about the Joe to Joe Basement Podcast. Who do we have here tonight? We have our two contestants, including me. It's Dominic and me. Oh, wait. Look who's here.
number one guest of all time. I'm back, guys.
The founder, the man himself, the king of the basement, the king of the trash heap,
I'm pissed because he won't
the
come.
metallurgy extraordinaire, the rally car billionaire. It's the one, the only Dylan Reed.
Couple things
What's
you got
up,
wrong
Dylan?
on that. I love the fucking intro. It was so flattering and nice.
I love you.
One, I've got like on any given day $30 in my checking account. Second thing,
I'm talking about how much it's worth, though. You know, you're not liquid right now,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you have the wealth.
nope, not that either. But you got that, and then the other thing is, founder, not rich, and besides that, you nailed it, Joe. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're back on the pod. Dylan, what the frick are we talking about today?
One of my favorite types of episodes because it's the perfect situation for the Dylan Joe Basement podcast, to allow you guys to be like, you know what, sometimes like we could do an episode that's about, Celine Dion, for example, and you go, I'm not in the mood for that. This is great for
Not
you don't
really.
fucking have a clue what you want, and we're gonna give it to you.
That's I couldn't agree more. This is the essence of the Dylan Joe Basement podcast. You don't know what we want, we're going to give it to you. A. B. You never know what's going to happen. It's like a randomitis craziness. You don't know what's going to happen there. We're going to bring that to you too. 3. Your viewership and your contingency is shown. These are your least favorite episodes, and we don't give a fuck. It's for us. 4. We have no idea what's going to happen, and we don't plan it at all. I mean, this is probably the most Dylan Joe Based Podcast episode style ever. The wheel. It's just like, fuck you. We don't care. We're doing it anyway, and we have fun doing it.
Yeah, no one knows anything about this wheel except for me right now and my cats.
Right. Dylan did generate the wheel.
He did. He does have Stratego.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you guys remember how this shit works. We spin the wheel. It lands on a topic. Whatever that topic brings to mind, we start talking about that, whether it's the exact word or it's a word that reminds us of that, or it usually gets us talking a lot about a lot of weird shit. And if we can, we'll get through the whole thing. And if we can't, what the fuck do you care? You're having fun. We're having fun. Let's fucking do it, man.
And while we got you on the clock, I mean on the hook, on the line,
you're here.
While you're here.
Hey, while you're up, grab me a beer.
You know, we always like to promote people with their books and whatever else. We've done that a million times. People just keep writing books. And we just keep interviewing. Dom knows.
Yeah, we're catching up to Oprah for best-selling books that we've recommended, or however her system works.
Oh yeah. But this time, the Dylan Joe Basement Podcast, official Basement Podcast Mobile, aka Rollerbone, is going to be at the New England Auto Show for 4 days at the end of this month in the Seaport District in Boston at the Boston Convention Center. On display next to all the Ford GTs, all the 911s, all the fucking concept cars,
all the Pearl Harbors,
and then Rollerbone with the entire hood in our logo. I mean, I've never seen anything like it before. Best logo I've ever seen in my life. Only podcast sponsored vehicle.
We're putting the picture up right now. Picture's going up
the
for
mock
the folks
up
so they can
or
get
the
enticed.
picture, because I haven't put it on yet. But it did come in the mail yesterday. I'll get it on.
By the time this episode comes out, you will have sent me the picture. In fact, by the time this one comes out, it'll probably have a picture of all three of us jumping on the hood, being about to make it. Yeah.
Exactly. So, since we discussed this,
and you guys know that because you're watching it right now, but we are in the past, so we don't know anything.
Logo. I'll do it tomorrow. I got some time, so I'll put it on.
Hell yeah, man.
That'll be nice. So I'll be really
yeah, that's what it's all about. Dom, what do you think about it? I guess I didn't ask you yet. You've done the wheel once before.
I've done it once before. I made it that time, and I know it's very loose space, but I really don't remember how we do this at all.
It's okay. We just
not a problem.
We'll
walk
you
right through
we're
big shoots.
Good instructors. We'll give you a hand.
Yeah. Oh, and also the underlying theme is it's game show themed, and I'll do a lot of game show style sound effects and music, but that's not important. Yeah. This is when the Wheel of Fortune goes to Hawaii for the, they film like 100 episodes in Hawaii, and they're like, Pat Sajak is, wanted to go on vacation, but he still wants to make that nut. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's always got that nut.
So are you saying?
Can you believe that he never banged Vanna White? Like, what a missed opportunity.
That's a bunch of bullshit. There's no way.
I don't think he had, as the kids say, I don't think he had the Riz.
Yeah, God,
dude.
She was an absolute smoke, and she was making a lot of money by the end of that show. Yep. She wasn't like some Price is Right model where they just put a sign up and they get abused by Bob Barker. Like she was like a co-host of the show. Like she was making dope ass money. She was like banging like Tom Brady style cats. Pat Sajak was not banging her. I wish the story would have been much more romantic if they were, but I'm pretty sure he was married to some Midwestern chick that was hot in like 1982, and then he missed his opportunity once.
Strong possibility.
Lovely Vanna White came on the show.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Story is old as time.
I'd say she's the first female game show host because she's like a co-host.
Oh yeah, I mean, story is old as time. Did you guys see the fucking Nickelodeon documentary about fucking dude? And it's all about Amanda Bynes, and it's like unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. The rape, dude, like ruins everything.
There we go. Here we go, YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, we made it 6 minutes. That would be a record.
6 minutes.
And we haven't talked
without talking
about... we said the word.
6 minutes without talking about rape or the Remington retirement plan, which is the nicest way to say another banned word.
Essay. Or Pedialyte.
No, did you get Remington retirement plan? I just learned about this. It's very funny. Mm-hmm. That's fucking the funniest way to
I can't stop laughing about it.
I can't.
I know the
That's very
Nickelodeon
clever.
thing.
It's very
The
clever.
Nickelodeon thing was kind of like the Michael Jackson documentary that came out, where I was like, I'm not even gonna bother watching
Oh,
this
I didn't
because
watch
like
that,
I
yeah.
already know this. Like it's kind of like the Bill Cosby thing, where it's like kind of in public knowledge, and then it comes out and everyone blows it up. But like no one didn't think Bill Cosby was using Spanish Fly. I'll put it that way.
I didn't.
And no one didn't think that all those
It was
guys
like my fucking
producing those
idol
Nickelodeon
as a
shows
kid.
weren't doing it.
And as an adult,
Oh yeah,
I thought Bill Cosby was awesome.
especially now.
I was
especially
very
now.
surprised and heartbroken that he's a
Yeah, no, me too. But I'm not saying that
drugs
like
women.
I'm just saying that it was always
It's
like
so
an
fucked up.
underlying thing that people were like, people just understood, like, yeah, this isn't going to be a documentary, but like people just know this guy was like being, bad, and I guess a bunch of Nickelodeon.
It's bad to the bone.
But it's like, to me, it's like it's like Boy Scouts or like the priesthood.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
if you get a bunch of people around kids and they have
It's not
control over
good,
the
dude.
kids, it's gonna get creepy,
It's not
man.
good.
Because you could be
It's
any kind
not
of
good.
television show producer, and you decided to hang out with a bunch of 13-year-old girls and tell them where to put their feet. I mean, that's inherently a creepy position to be in.
My only
It's just
thought is like,
whack.
all right, so we all have jobs for the most part.
I mean, yeah.
Sort
I would
of.
say
I mean,
us three,
Yeah.
we all do,
Yeah.
who the
but
fuck would want to work with kids? That's my thing.
I have absolutely no
I
idea.
don't
It's
know.
like, I can't wait to make this show with 10-year-olds. Like,
if you're a
get
television
the
director,
fuck out of here. Yeah,
like
right.
imagine like going to like film school and your whole dream is like, I hope I
It's
film
really good
a
making kid
mid-grade
movies.
sitcom with children's stars. Like no one's thinking that when
Yeah.
they're going up through
Yeah,
film school or whatever.
Yeah, you just don't think that that's like, you're like,
It's
oh,
like
well,
an
they just,
author
like-
being like, I wrote every day for 75 years so I could write The Hungry Hungry Caterpillar for 4-year-olds. Like,
Yeah.
you're not really an author.
No.
Like, you're an entertainer of kids, but like, you're not really an
Arthur.
author. Dr. Seuss, I get kind of hazy ground because all the rhyming and stuff like that, but like,
And all the
honestly, if you
anti-Semitism.
compare Stephen King to the guy who wrote like My Turtle Had a Headache, like, it's not the same kind of thing.
What
And
is
people
that?
who make iCarly is
Yeah,
not
I
the
didn't
same
know
guy
about
who
that
wrote
book.
Breaking Bad. I made something up. I couldn't
Or
think
Fallout.
of it. That wasn't famous. Or Fallout. Exactly. Another great, well-written show.
Best show I've ever seen in my entire life.
I had a blast. Dom, I didn't even bother bringing it up to you because I don't want to Jeff you and say that you're not going to like it. But you know how much I'm stingy on video game stuff and how
Yeah.
much they're going to fuck it
Yeah,
up
fuck
and how
it up
critical
hard,
I am.
yeah.
I was wrong.
Mhm.
They nail it and it's good on top of nailing it.
I
So
was
I'll leave it
wrong
at
too.
that.
I was like, there's no way.
I wasn't even going to watch it unless
Yeah.
Dylan and Jeff both told me to watch it. I was like, all right, fine, I'll
It's
try.
like,
And I
there's
flew through
no
the whole
way
thing.
they're
It was
gonna pull this
amazing.
off. And it's Joe, like it's
Even if they make it like the game, it's going to be pandering and it's going to be
Yeah.
so dumb and the story's going to suck. Nope, I was wrong about all that.
all of it.
Wrong
Yeah,
about all
and,
that.
and like it just keeps getting better. It's not like it doesn't die down at all and get whatever. It's just
No, it gets getting
one
better.
of the best shows I've ever seen.
But also, that being said, we totally dated our episode because I bet you in 1 month no one will talk about it anymore
Yeah.
besides us because everyone's going to forget about it.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
I'll keep
I'm
talking
not saying we
about
will forget about it. I just mean like the public consciousness when you make a bingeable show, everyone watches it that week and then it never gets talked about again.
Yeah.
Until next
Yep.
season.
Oh, I'm still talking about Halo, so it's fine. I mean,
Well,
why else
I
can you
think you're
see
the only
Master
one.
Chief with no shirt on multiple times? I mean,
Dude,
I think there's some
I-
websites that you could go to for that.
Dude, we got a new guy at work, and we were talking about the Fallout show, and I was like, I thought it was really bad, like the Halo show. And he goes, oh, yeah, I never watched that. I go, yeah, but you know what's on? He's like, yeah, my dad loves that. I'm like, there you go.
Yeah, my dad.
Your
really liked
fucking
it too.
dad loves the Halo show. But all the people who played Halo hate it. That's all I need to hear.
Oh, that's
Well,
really
yep.
funny.
I gotta say, and you'd be saying the same exact thing if I was saying it to you.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you tell me it's great. I'm still gonna have a really hard time sitting down and watching that first episode.
I totally
Yeah,
understand.
I get it.
Yeah.
I like I said, I put it off, and I was like, this is bullshit. It's not going to be good anyway. Just because Jeff and Sean think it's good. All right, maybe Jeff, I respect a little bit more his opinion about television shows, and then Dylan said it, and I was like, all right, I gotta just check it out. And then I, once I popped the funding and stuff. This is not an ad for Fallout, all right? We have
No,
fun.
it's
We're
not.
talking
Oh,
about shit.
but I
whatever.
did
Let's get the
remember.
wheel
Let's
going.
get the wheel going, but before, remember how I drew a blank when I said you got two
I
things
believe
wrong
it.
on your intro, Raise Me Up? Like
You
Josh
said
Groban.
you said two things.
Yes,
I-
you said you're not a trillionaire or a billionaire or whatever, and then it's something else.
And you said something about messiness? Sort of?
I don't think
I
so.
do
I love how you're like, hey, I'm going to interrupt this guy. I remember what it is. What was
No,
it again?
I wanna know.
Don't bother
I
bringing
remember-
it
I
up.
said
remember
messy,
what I
but I just
couldn't
want to
figure
say
out.
that, like,
I didn't
when,
say messy.
when the,
I said you're the basement master. Maybe that was it.
you said something
The
messy, but I just want to
creator.
throw out there that
Well, Joe, this is more work for you. Cut that exact part in again.
Well,
We'll see how.
yeah, we'll see. We'll come real close to this, but
The founder. the man himself, the king of the basement, the king of the trash heap.
The answer to the original question that happened like a half hour ago is that
10 minutes.
my wife has been out of the house for like 2 weeks, and every fucking inch of the floor is either covered in empty cup or clothes.
That's so funny. It had nothing to do with what I said. You've just been thinking about that all day, and you had to get it out on the podcast.
No,
I didn't say you're
said
messy. You're never messy.
I am messy. I'm.
Well, I mean, you
clean.
are messy, but like, you don't strike me as like having like a pigsty in the house or anything like that. You always take care of your shit.
No, you
know?
got that wrong. My like microwave is clean inside and outside of it, and so where
All
the
right.
Mine too,
bathrooms-
because I don't use
But
it.
every square.
You're talking to
inch-
Joe and Dom, dude. Our
Every
shit's definitely messier than yours. I'm
every
not saying
square
you're
inch of-
clean, but like, come on. You're
Dude,
talking a bunch of fucking
I can't
piggies.
figure. I need someone to write us an email, help me out. I can't manage clothes. The only place I know where to put them is different beds or chairs or the floor. So
Mhm.
I don't.
Have you heard of a hamper?
Yeah, only dirty stuff goes in that. The rest goes on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I get you. Clean clothes. Okay. No,
Clean-
yeah. I have no
see,
answer for you then.
When I get really
I thought
lazy,
you meant dirty
I end up
clothes.
doing the opposite. The clean stuff stays in the hamper, and the dirty stuff stays on the floor. When I need to do laundry, I scoop it off the
Oh,
floor,
you're the opposite.
put it in. Then when it's clean, I put it in the hamper so it's not on the floor.
Well, dude, Dom, if I were you, because I don't have this option, is
Also, Dom has so much space. He could put it.
Oh, yeah.
He could dedicate a whole couch just to clothes.
That's what I would do.
He won't do
Actually,
it.
I can one up you on this. Dom.
Actually,
this is,
my
this is
table
what I
in the
would do.
basement always has clean clothes on it.
This is exactly what I'm
insane.
saying. I didn't.
That table's
so
disgusting.
If I was you, Dom, I would have 100% of my clothes next to the washer and dryer. Then you don't have to.
The
carry.
majority of them are there.
All of it's there.
They'll be floating in next
Dirty
month.
clothes, clean clothes, so you
That's
don't have
happened
to
more than
like,
once.
put it in a hamper, bring it upstairs. Easiest
Dude.
solution ever.
I've had clean clothes like in a basket in the basement because I'm waiting for the other half to be dry so I can put them in the basket and bring it upstairs. And my basement floods, and it comes up and soaks the first inch of those clean clothes. I'm like, gotta do all those again now.
So awful.
No, I appreciate that. And speaking of
It's all
that, these,
mildewy, freshly clean clothes just full of mildew. You're like, fuck me.
it's awesome. And speaking of that, we'll get to the wheel in 2 seconds. But the
Sure
fact
will.
that these headphones work is really funny. It reminds me of you, Dom, because they've been eaten by mice. So, like,
Dude, I
I'm
caught
not
a
going to
mouse.
show you, but this whole thing is just eaten by mice.
I caught a mouse today for the first time in like 4 months.
Wow.
I fucking
Oh yeah,
killed
what was
him.
he doing?
He was.
You caught him red-handed.
Yeah, he said he was itching to scratch.
Hey man, that's life. You can't blame him for that. All right,
Oh.
let's do that wheel,
Yeah.
baby.
All right, let's get this fucking wheel going.
So you guys know how we do. We're gonna spin the wheel. It's gonna land on a topic, and then we're gonna whatever we think of that topic, we're start
We're
talking.
gonna talk about it, and
That's
we've
all it
got so today we've got 1, 2,
all it is, honey.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 topics.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll see.
And you guys already know that because you see how long the episode is, so you could already figure that out.
We'll play this by ear. see
We
how this
don't know.
goes. Before I get the wheel up, I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not even going anywhere. It's right there. I just need to.
You said 2
Whatever
seconds
we
ago,
go.
5 minutes ago, but before we
Always
do that, let's
good.
get into something else. Me and Dom will just vamp for you.
No,
it's good to see Dylan, as always. I gotta give Dylan credit here. This is like multiple times in a row he's done the podcast, so this is
This
wild.
is
We have
3,
a
I
bank.
believe.
We've never had more banked episodes after today than in the history of the podcast.
Welcome to Salem, brother.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, because we also
Yeah.
still have some toilet wines that haven't come out.
After today, we'll have 3 banked episodes, which is a world record for our podcast, and I'm very proud
Yeah.
of this.
Too bad we can't bank up to 100.
We're
Yeah,
close
that's
now.
never gonna happen. It's more of an idea.
We're getting there. We are getting there.
It's like Valhalla. Like we'll get there one day when we're dead. and we
Episode
die in
100
glory
is a
battle.
people, not a place.
Today's episode is brought to you by this nice bottle from a really good friend.
That's some good.
Right
That's some
on,
good
brother.
stuff. That's some good stuff.
I'm
right
glad
there.
you've been loving down on
I've been
that
trying
thing.
to not drink it all in one day, so I've had it since then, and it's
So I've had it since yesterday. There's only 2 drinks left.
it's halfway gone. No, I've had it since December, and it's halfway gone.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, he's had it for a while.
Really
now.
impressive.
Well, I'm glad you
Well,
like it.
better kill it
Uh,
tonight.
makes it- That would be a rough day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
okay,
part
let's
of
get
the
this
thrill.
fucking wheel going. What do you guys think?
Hell
let's
yeah,
stop,
Dylan, you're
let's
the- you're
stop
the wheel
pausing.
master.
Let's stop pausing this whole thing and let's just.
Yeah, you got. I don't know his name, but there's 3 people on Wheel of Fortune. There's Pat Sajak, Vanna White, and the little guy who runs inside the wheel and pushes it like a Viking shit.
Mhm. I'm the little guy this time.
You think it's a spin? It's actually how much they're whipping you up from behind the podium, so you can't see it.
Yeah, it's like Dom and Jack at the Motor GM museum when they're pushing the little handle
The
and they can't
hand thing.
stop it.
Yeah. Choo choo. Toilet wine. Watch it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give this thing a spin.
Let's give it a spin. We won't read them off because we want to be surprised by them.
Yeah, we're not gonna read them
spin
off.
I'm trying not to look at it.
Yeah,
I'm also excited to see how well this wheel works. It's a new wheel, but I like the cut of its jib.
Yeah, it's looking good. So, all right. So, since
Go ahead,
I'm
give it a spin.
spinning it, let's Dom, you can just read off it first, then we'll all chime in after you. That's kind of how this goes, right?
Nope, just go ahead and give it a spin.
Oh, we're just gonna spin it. Okay, all right.
Whatever we land on, we'll talk about that. Oh, there's no sound effects in this one. That's okay. We can just do it ourselves.
Wow.
Oh,
Make
we got
your own.
The
category.
first one is blank. There's 12 options, and the only blank one we landed on first.
Make your own category, guys.
All right, that would have been great for later on.
I made all these, so
it wouldn't be the
first
Dylan
thing-
Jumping podcast if this wasn't the first one we landed
First
on.
thing that
It's
comes
blank.
to mind, guys, say something.
Okay.
Paper
I already
towels.
picked the
First
other
thing-
ones. Paper
first thing that comes
towels.
to mind
Paper
for
towels,
me-
dude. It was paper towels, Joe. It's the rules.
No, I got a better one though. How about drawing a blank? Like when you're in a part in your life where you couldn't figure out what to say, or you felt like you were like stuck in an idea. I can talk about paper towels
I'd
for 10
rather
minutes,
paper
but like
towels.
All right, wait, hold on.
All right.
Just
I thought mine was
just-
kind of creative.
Just a couple days ago when I was working.
Thanks, Joe. It was.
When I
Yeah,
was
sorry.
just a couple days ago when I was working at Shout Out Georgeville Brewing Company.
Shout
There's
out. So many ads in this one already.
not a sponsor.
Fallout, Glenlivet, Churchville.
One of the regulars
Paper
was
towels.
in, and he runs a softball team, and Dirigible sponsors it every year. But
We all know the people who go to Dirigible all the
He-
time shouldn't be called regular.
the
whack pack, more like it.
he's, from what I understand, not good at softball, so he's usually just on the bench. So
Bench on recreational softball.
When-
Brutal.
when he was
You
there
need
the other
pinch
day,
runner.
and he's one of those guys. He goes, enough, we don't take a card, we just type in his name. And I'm like, hold on, I gotta do his name, the bench warmer. And I was like, what's his name?
Gus.
I know this guy by name for almost a year now. As soon as I went through that, couldn't figure it out. I was like, oh, you know what? I know it. It's Steven. It's not Steven.
But you rewrote it
I
anyway?
had Steven the bench warmer on his tab. And when he was paying, I turned, I was like, hey, what do you think about this name? And he just kind of looked at it. And he was like, uh-huh. And I was like, yeah, and when does the softball league start up?
No, dude. He didn't make you pay for that? I'd have been like, it's not my name, right? You'd be like, yeah, it's just like a joke. It's like a funny name, like Steven, right? Like, obviously you're not that, but you're something with an S.
Good shit.
Stefan
Stefan.
Urkel.
How's that for drawing a
Dom?
blank?
That was great.
That was good.
Well done.
That was real good.
That was great. Dylan, do you want to go next, or you want me to go?
So are we doing paper towels or drawing a blank?
Drawing a blank. That was a great story. Fuck you.
Okay, so it's 2-1. I lost that one. Drawing a blank, dude. I just draw blanks way too often. So
Yeah.
I'm not even.
It's
I
just
have
what
a-
Dylan Joe Facebook
Go
podcast.
listen to
We'll start in 2
95
seconds.
past episodes of that. You'll figure out my theory on drawing a
It
blank.
already happened earlier
On
tonight.
you,
What'd you say
Joe.
earlier?
Yeah.
I can't think
What?
of anything.
Well,
Yeah,
I
what was
remember
the-
you said something, and I thought of the answer, and I got it now. But I don't remember the category. Yeah, so that's all I got to say about that. A lot of blanks get drawn here.
I got one for drawing a blank. So when I was in my early 20s, I was thinking about having children, and I thought it would be apt to go to a fertility doctor and try to see what I got working with down there, and let me tell you what happened.
That's what you did instead of paying for college?
You can't donate sperm if you
$2,500.
don't have any. Yeah. Sorry, bud. It ain't working out for you. No, my favorite drawing a blank story.
And back then, sorry, I'm gonna add to this.
No, go.
And back then, they're paying $2,500 if you go to Harvard, not live next to McDonald's. So
Yeah, no, that's.
just you're 20 years old.
I should have been paying property taxes on McDonald's as I was eating there.
Yes,
I lived next to it, and I was using their Wi-Fi.
Free McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I put their address down to get a social security check.
It's my home.
I'm kidding. I never got unemployment even when I was unemployed. So fuck all you who get mad at poor people. I was poor for a long time without a job, you fucking animals.
What animals, dude?
Total
No,
animals.
drawing a blank, my favorite story is the time that I won a huge speech contest for the Lions Club, and I kept winning.
What?
And then I got to the top-ranked thing where you had to memorize a 10-minute speech to the word, and I crammed the night before, and then I got up there. My mom was there, my whole dad's family, everybody, and this Indian kid, the least charming kid I ever met in my life, is like, and then this happens, and then this happened, but he memorized the whole thing. His speech sucked dick. My speech was awesome. Couldn't remember it. Mortifying. Lost the whole competition. I got like 3 minutes in, and I was like, It was fucking brutal. And the worst part was, I know my speech was better because what he said, I was like, oh my God, that was a terrible speech. He just memorized it, which might have been how I won the last round. But the last round, I had to read it. So you actually had to have a good speech, and I didn't have to memorize it. So that was my worst drawing a blank story ever. That's my drawing a blank story. There we go.
God, dude,
Wow.
that's fucking hilarious. When was that?
There's a great picture, too, of me getting the second place prize, and I'm standing there mortified, and my whole family's there, like, looking at me being like... My mom was crying, by the way, in the front row when I couldn't think of
Because you
anything.
fucked up
She
so
was
bad?
crying. Yeah. It was awful.
I'd just be... If
That
was
was your
me,
thing, you
if
know?
that was my kid, I'd probably just be fucking laughing at them.
No, I won the first 2 rounds of it, and then I went on to, like, the state whatever, and it was me and this dork.
That was your
Yeah,
chance
me and this
to get
dork
a
ass
scholarship.
kid.
Yeah, those
And it had to be like a
kids.
10. It wasn't like a 3-minute like Kerrigan speech. It was a 10-minute fucking symposium, and I couldn't. I kept getting stuck up, and I kept doing chunks of it. And they had the whole thing. And they're looking up. My mom's bawling. Brutal.
Because she hasn't memorized.
Exactly.
Yeah, she had to do this. She forced put a gun to your head and made you do it. Oh my
No,
god!
if she did, I would have done better. But she trusted me, and I let her down. So it's
Oof.
brutal.
I bet that was
do
the
you-
only time.
Do you have her approval yet, or are you still working on getting that back?
I do now, but it's taken. I'm 31 now, so you can see I was probably like 17 at the time.
Took a
a while.
couple of years to get that back.
A
After
couple of few.
you let down your entire family for
Yeah,
getting it for not memorizing a 10-minute speech. So
yeah.
You were going to put this family on the map.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
This could have been it.
Well, luckily that kid put his family on the map. That kid's a fucking dentist somewhere right now. He had the charm of a sea cucumber on fire.
Joe, he's Indian and he's a dentist.
All right, I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of a job where you don't actually have to be charming. You just put your
Yeah.
hand in people's mouths
I
all
don't
day.
think he's a dentist, dude.
Could be. It's a possibility.
Accounting, maybe.
Never seen an Indian dentist.
All right. Anyways, let's move on. We got a lot.
Let's
of stuff
move
to get
on.
to.
That was good. Good one. All right. You guys can see the wheel, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Dom, it's your turn to make the noise.
And Dylan,
Pick
don't forget
anything.
you can eliminate things once you spun them already. So,
How?
Click on it.
well, I used to know how to do it on the old wheel, but on this wheel, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
On the other one, you just had to click on the wedge and it would go
Because
away.
you know, the longer we get into this, we're gonna keep hitting the same one again
Shugi.
and again.
Jake.
That's just statistics.
Yeah, this one's some ghetto wheel, so it's probably gonna have a fucking ad for Enzyte soon. We're gonna spin it, and
All right.
if we
All right.
we'll probably won't forget if we do.
Yeah, but we're
later.
gonna land. But the more we go on, we're gonna land on the same one like 7
Yeah,
times.
we can talk
All right,
about
keep going.
fucking giant cum shots for 16 hours. We can spin the wheel.
We're,
again
we're
for
not going to land on
40
all of them either,
seconds.
because statistically, the more we go on, the less likely we're going to land on one we never
All
land
right,
on.
so
It
everyone,
could take us
speed it
100
up.
spins.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Dom,
spin
make
it.
the noise.
You should have asked me for the old wheel.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop.
Who will have diarrhea tonight?
You know what? You're right. I couldn't read the whole thing. It says
Who
who
will?
will.
You got part of the question. All right, Joe, you're up next.
Who will have diarrhea tonight? I don't think I will, because of their whole conversation we had a couple podcasts ago about the frequency of the diarrhea and the explosiveness of it. But here's the thing. I'm most likely to have that kind of situation because luckily I don't get a lot of stomach bugs or any viruses like that. And it's my nightmare to get stomach bugs. It's the worst. But when I do get anything close to that situation is when I drink a bunch at nighttime, don't eat any food at all night, just alcohol, wake up the next morning, it's good. It's diarrhea time every time. Like, it's the closest I get. You know, I was telling a story where I was like, hey, I had to show up at the Wood Forums and I had to like use the back bathroom, and it was a
Yeah,
photo
that's a great
finish.
story.
Yeah.
It was because I didn't eat dinner. Anytime I drink alcohol and don't eat dinner, it's diarrhea time, baby.
Yeah. No, I
So if I don't eat dinner tonight, maybe me, but it won't be till the morning. So tonight, it's not gonna be me.
Okay.
My vote's for Dylan because gastrointestinal things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a great gastro. I appreciate looking forward to like ahead in the future in the next couple hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So since I figured I'd go next, two things. Yesterday was Marathon Monday, which is most importantly when people don't.
Patriots Day. Respect Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, okay. Patriots Day, which is most importantly Diarrhea Day. There's a lot of funny videos of dudes getting
Great
to
videos.
like mile 10 and then going to the porta potty and blasting that thing. And I've been to Marathon Monday.
So anyways, I started
in Boston,
blasting.
like 15 years
Gotta cut weight.
total. And you take a shit in the porta potty or go piss, it's unbelievable. Joe, me and you have been there a couple times. You go into those porta potties that runners use, it's out of control. Out of fucking control.
Well, because their body is struggling. Humans
They're dying.
don't usually do that,
Yeah.
so they're just
Also,
they're a machine.
don't forget, they had to keep the heartbeat going, so they're going like this while they're in there trying to take a shit, like when they're running in place at a red
They're
light.
keeping the
Good point, Tom. Didn't think of that one.
aerobic.
Uh,
I thought you were gonna say all the clips of people who are running marathon and near the
Shitting
end they
themselves?
shit while
Oh, yeah.
running.
It's awesome.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
they should have stopped the porta
If-
potty, but they couldn't help themselves.
We're past this, obviously, and people who are listening to this, make sure to go to like mile 18 at the earliest to mile 26 because the chances of seeing people shit themselves are a lot higher, and that's worth your time. It's worth your
As the
fucking
race
time.
goes on, the more the likelihood is to shit their
themselves.
pants while running
And they're
continuing
wearing
to run.
teeny little shorts, and they're men, and they're mostly men who shit themselves because girls have a little less, like, they
Their
care
pride,
about their nails.
their pride doesn't stop them from shitting. They'll stop and shit.
Yeah, they'll do
I have
something-
seen a woman shit herself too, though. It's actually really sad because she gets all embarrassed. And
Wait,
guys,
the girl in the
yeah.
hot tub video from 10 years ago?
oh well, that one is that one's an all-time great. That
That's
one's
so
up there
classic.
on the Mount Rushmore.
Classic.
That was like an E-bombs world.
Dude,
That's
if,
Yeah,
so
that,
I
if
know.
I was in that hot tub and that happened, I'd be jumping into a volcano. I'm like, no, I cannot handle that.
awesome.
Oh god, yeah,
Awesome.
It's horrible.
Also, Dylan, can you close the wheel when we're talking, or do we have to do the whole podcast in little tiny boxes in the corner?
Yeah, I can.
All right, here's
Let's try it out.
But
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
no,
fuck.
that dude, I wouldn't. I mean, I would be grossed out if I had to run out of the thing. But the real thing, I would want to kill myself if I was that girl. She could never live that down the rest of her life. People don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't forget that. No way. But
No
as
way.
far as diarrhea goes, no, I want to bring this up because I'm
As
playing.
far as diarrhea goes, it can go very far. You know that.
I'm playing Russian roulette right now as we sit and talk. Pretty hard. So
What?
This is like Deer Hunter out
a
here.
couple things. I got two things working against me.
Just two?
Yeah, two.
Diarrhea based, Dom.
Two-
Let's
Oh,
narrow it down.
Right.
To causation. What's that saying?
Causation equals correlation.
So correlation causation
Correlation.
situation going on here right now that I'm just
Ooh, I like how you
waiting
rhymed
out
that.
with time. First thing is that I ate half an aloe plant.
I thought you were supposed to put them on your skin to feel better. You eat them too?
No, yeah, you can eat them. Yeah, you just have to fillet.
I
it
didn't
like a
say
fish.
you can eat them. I said should you?
Yes, it's good.
Okay.
But you're supposed to fillet it like a fish, and then don't get too close to the skin where it's yellow because it's latex, and that can fuck things up. And one
Oh.
time I had historically epic diarrhea like
Historic.
10 years ago.
Wait, is
because-
eating latex bad? Because I have a lot of apologies to make to former partners. This is news to me.
Like strawberry flavored latex, or the one that makes your dick numb so you don't come quick.
Hey, buddy. I don't do that kind of chemical stuff.
It's
Do they still even
buddy.
sell those anymore? Because those were like
They sell every.
I can't
fucking
believe
thing.
that
No.
they can you
Flavored
can buy
condoms
that
is
at
still an insane
Walgreens.
take.
Anyways, so yeah, so I ate half of that. Historically, I ate an entire leaf of aloe that's like 3 feet long one time.
And can you tell us why, just for the story?
because you
Why
can.
did you do that?
Because you can.
Just because you can.
So, like,
okay, that's a fair
Do you
enough
get
answer.
some sort of sexual thrill out of always eating weird stuff?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that's clear. I want to make sure it's not
very clear.
For the record, that's definitely true. Yeah.
Definitely true. So, but I had a historical diarrhea then, and I was like, I didn't
It was a
realize that
biblical
you're only
event.
supposed to eat a little bit at a time.
Or not at all.
Or not at all. Yeah, exactly. So I had crazy fucking diarrhea.
It's like cuttlefish.
Yeah, it's like cuttlefish.
It's kind of
that's the
just right.
First thing going for me, I put that in the blender with some water and some blueberries, and I drank the entire thing. So we'll see where that goes. Second thing
I know where it's gonna go.
is I know the answer to this, but it still freaks me out. Is that
Okay.
I made fucking in the wok, I made real bangin' stir fry, but I made my own oyster sauce from scratch. See where this is going.
Oh my god, write me off for never trying that shit. Nothing against you, man. Just homemade oyster sauce sounds rough.
Yeah, this is why I was 20 minutes late to the podcast, because this took a little longer than I thought it would. So, and I was trying to get it all in there real quick.
If you have to leave early for any reason, you let us know. We'll
I'll let you
we'll
know.
get the
At least I'm
footage
at my own house.
afterwards.
That is the
Right.
bathroom, so we're
That's true.
we're good.
If we
If
need
you're gonna
to,
be
Joe
doing
and I
a
can
long
just,
time-
Joe and I can play some jazz and scat over it to kill the
You
time.
guys got that
Oh,
figured out.
dumb. How
So,
dare you.
however, here's the thing with the oysters. So, all right, tons of soy sauce.
Here we go.
Now I know why Dylan made this fucking wheel. It's just for him to talk about
processor.
shitting his pants
Yeah,
for
it's
25
like a
minutes.
narcissistic wheel of Dylan. I understand this, but it's funny. So, I
No
got the
argument
food
that.
processor I got from Savers, threw some garlic, some fucking onions, some ginger, some soy sauce, some other shit, and then
All notoriously good things
Canned-
for your gastrointestinal.
canned smoked oysters. And I
health. Oh my god.
and I
Oh.
opened them
It sounds like a fucking Matilda-esque, like, kids putting together, like, a
and I
potion that
opened
makes someone
them.
throw up.
I opened them. They were green. They're not green when you get them at restaurants.
No.
And so I smelled them, and they smelled great. So I was like, "All right, your nose knows. Everyone knows this."
That's not true.
So-
I'm food safety certified at this point. That's just inherently not true.
No, your nose knows. And so I put
No.
them in the food processor and
Nope.
then Googled it because I was like, I really want this. And I put so much work into fucking shaving these carrots. So, so
You can just put them in the freezer and use them when you have better oysters.
dude, they were like $1 at Steve's Quality Market in Salem, and
The
it's
carrots or
fine.
the oysters?
The oysters.
What?
So-
Never buy dollar
Jesus
seafood.
Christ.
So anyway, so I Googled it and said that green is of all of the colors for oysters to be is more okay because it means they ate plankton.
More okay.
They
Is this
ate-
when you're on a desert island dying,
No,
or when you're in
no,
your
that's
kitchen,
the
your
last
house?
time to eat these because they could kill you. But because they eat
Yeah, let's
algae,
just
algae and
let's just-
plankton,
eat
so they can
LGBT.
turn green, and it's fine.
That's probably why. That's probably why.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, but here's the thing: there's still a chance. The expiration date was in 2026, so it wasn't that. There's still a chance. So I'm up against a lot of aloe, raw
Smoked
aloe,
oyster.
and green oysters in me as we speak. So,
Wow.
Dom,
Blue oyster is what you're looking for.
how's the diarrhea percentage for you? Mine's at 60%.
Well,
Your asshole's gonna be burning for you later.
It always
You're in
is.
the green oyster cult.
Yep, green oyster cult.
it's a gawk.
You should name this episode that.
Gog,
Green
gog,
oyster
gog. You're the Gog 5000, not the Craftmaster.
No, I'm the cast master, 30,000 master of the cast. Ain't no fish.
Hell
out
yeah,
here.
Dom. Any diarrhea talk that we didn't get out of the way 2 episodes ago? Or are we good?
Well, honestly, I think everything I was going to say is completely irrelevant based off of what we just heard from Mr. Reed here. I
11
will
irrelevant
not be having
elephants.
diarrhea tomorrow morning or tonight. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah,
Dill, you're the only
so
one.
Soon, dude. All right.
You're
We'll
gonna
give
like the way you
We'll
cook.
give you an update, maybe on Instagram. I'll let you guys
No.
know how the night went.
Maybe
No.
not.
I don't know. If
Just like
we can do
Instagram
that.
story. Dylan did or did not have diarrhea.
Maybe just a thumbs up or thumbs down and leave it so that only the listeners know.
They'll just see a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Like a nice inside joke for the listeners and you, you know?
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
post enough shit
All right.
on there already.
All right, sounds good. I see what you did there. Back to the wheel. Let's fucking go. All right,
Back
let me
to the
share
lab
screen.
again.
Back
LFG.
to the
Hell yeah,
wheel.
Dom. Mad props.
All right, the wheel. All right.
I hope we land on blank again.
Joe,
It'd be so
Joe,
funny.
it is your time. If we land on blank, we know the rules, so it won't let me fucking delete anything. I don't know. Anyways,
That's all right.
Joe, you have to make the sound. 1,
Go
2, 3, go!
Leedle, 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 leedle.
Great topic.
Oh, solid.
Simona
Squid
Tabasco.
tobacco. Oh,
Wait, what is this? What is it?
Squid.
what is it?
Simona Tabasco.
Okay.
All right.
Google.
This is,
All right, Google
I
it
don't
real
know
quick,
what that
dude.
is.
Google.
No. This is we're supposed to be whatever this word means to us, not
Yeah,
Google
might have
alert
to
every time we
Google
fucking
it.
do something.
Nope.
Can you imagine if I made a wheel and you had to Google every fucking time and you'd be fucking pissed off with good reason?
Well, if you don't know who this girl is,
So what does Simona Tabasco mean to you, Don? Well, why don't we start since Dylan, he might have to think of this for a little while.
See, now people don't
I
realize
don't have to
it's
think
a
about
very
this.
little known fact.
Dylan, I know. You have a 5-minute symposium already solid on it. I'm trying to give you the out to act like you didn't fucking write this shit down already. Go ahead, Dom.
A lot of people don't know this. Is Tabasco, the hot sauce, is actually a lot older than people think.
It's named
Because, you
after
know,
her.
with like slave stuff, it doesn't work out perfectly. And
What?
that's why Simona Tabasco was the fake name. No one's last name is Tabasco. She was Andy Dufresneing it from the inside and selling this Tabasco sauce using a fake name. Then it caught on.
Really?
By the time they figured it
Pseudonym.
out, they couldn't do anything about it. And that's the story of Simona Tabasco.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, I don't believe a word of it, but I like that.
Hey, me neither.
little- There you go. It's a person.
Yes, Simona Tabasco. This
I
is
would have
her.
thought it would be.
I'm sharing.
I thought
my
you were gonna do
screen.
12 minutes on hot sauce because you love hot sauce so much.
No, but this is why she's interesting because her last name is like the hot sauce, and her first name is not.
Okay, I'll bite. Who is she?
She's from White Lotus. You guys don't fucking know this?
Never seen it.
I've seen 2 seasons of it. Isn't there only 2 seasons?
Yes,
The Italian hookers named Simona Tabasco.
in real life. Yeah, she's.
Oh, in
Oh,
real
that's
life.
why I didn't know her name. That's why I didn't know her name because
Yeah.
it's a real name.
In White Lotus, she's Lucia Greco.
I wouldn't have known that either, to be honest with you. You could have wrote the hot Italian girl from White Lotus season 2,
Yes.
and I still would have been like, oh yeah, I know you're
Well,
talking about.
Jeff was like, because Jeff, you know, I don't like to use names in the podcast, but we all know Jeff. And he was like, no, dude, White Lotus is fucking sick. You should watch. He's like, dude, I know you're going to like. You're going to fucking love this.
No, White Lotus. I love the show White Lotus. I'm not talking shit about White Lotus.
No,
I'm
I
just
was
saying,
talking
I
shit
don't
'cause
know
I
what
didn't
this
want
is
to
like
watch
eight-
it. And he's like, no, dude, you got to fucking see it, dude.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. And
I mean, if
Simone
Jeff
Tabasco-
likes that kind of shit, then it's got to be good because I like that kind
Yeah.
of shit, but I have culture.
You can,
That's
you know how
true.
to, you know, yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm in
no,
it for
you got a good
Aubrey
point.
Plaza, though.
A good point too, but that was season 1. Season 2 is Simone Tabasco. Both are fucking great.
No, she is season 2.
Aubrey Plaza is not in the same one as Simone Tabasco.
Are we? Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh, my
Oh, yeah?
bad.
yeah.
I thought that the one with Sydney
Oh,
Sweeney is not the same
yeah?
one as Aubrey Plaza.
Ah, fuck, dude. I don't even know. Whatever. Simone
Yeah,
Tabasco-
I was right. The second one's Italy or Greece or whatever, and Italy. Yeah. No, the second one, season 1 is where it's the guy and his family, and the season 2 is the one where it's the couple.
the guy from The Sopranos, and yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Sopranos guy, the Italian. Yeah.
That's the same one as fucking Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, it's
What?
the 2 couples. Yeah,
Wow.
they're in Italy.
No shit.
I bet you don't remember the first season because it's not as memorable.
Yeah, I do. It's
but-
where what's her face, the huge boobs, does a lot of drugs with her friend. And
That's
they
the
hate each
only
other.
thing you remember. It's the only thing I remember too. No. She gets with Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
Dude, did you know Deb from Napoleon Dynamite?
Stifler's mom and Uncle Rico get it on.
Deb?
That's Stifler's mom. You mean
Yep, Stifler's mom.
no? What's
the
all
old lady
right,
with big
2
boobs.
people with huge boobs. There's the girl you mentioned,
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney, and then there's the fucking annoying rich white bitch who they kill at the end. That's Stifler's mom.
Spoiler alert. That's Stifler's mom. Yes.
No, it's not.
Of course it is. She's
What?
famous for being Stifler's mom. She's more famous for Stifler's mom than anything else.
She's
Besides
Stifler's
White Lotus.
mom? Oh my god.
Yes. Dude.
Jennifer Coolidge. That's her name.
Yes.
That's
Thank you.
Stifler's
Yeah,
mom.
she
No
deserves her actual
fucking
name out
way.
there. She won a fucking Emmy for Best Actress for that shit. But yeah, of course.
Wow, we all learned something today.
And
didn't
Uncle
we?
Rico obviously is Uncle Rico. You knew that, of course.
That's fucking Uncle Rico, the guy who tries.
You didn't know
Oh
any
my
of it.
god, dude, that guy Her
He's
new
bald, but
boyfriend
it's still Uncle
is
Rico.
fucking Uncle Rico.
Yes, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Everyone.
Now I'm glad you brought up Simona
Holy
Tabasco, even
shit.
though I didn't know who it was.
You know
Wow.
what?
Yeah.
You know,
Wow, that's fucking Uncle Rico. Jesus H fucking
Yep.
Christ.
I
Wow.
just-
I mean, Napoleon Dynamite came out like almost like 20 years ago now.
20
so
years
like, obviously he's
ago.
older.
a couple days ago. 20,
Really?
20 years.
You know what, Dylan? I changed my mind. Great pick. we Napoleon Dynamite 20-year anniversary.
And you know what
guys,
I
we
found
fucking
out a
came
couple
around
days
full
ago?
circle.
We fucking
here.
did it, Dylan
Yeah.
John Baseball. We did it. You didn't believe in us. We could fucking
Yeah,
do it.
any
we did
topic,
it.
even a hot girl, we can talk about and bring it to Napoleon Dynamite. Okay, we got this. Simona Tabasco.
I
Lucia
learned something
Greco.
about Napoleon Dynamite a couple days ago on the 20th anniversary. The actress that plays Deb is the little girl in Waterworld.
I know that.
I never knew that.
I don't think I've seen Waterworld.
You'd love it.
You don't have to, but it is. But it is the
Thank
same
you.
girl.
Okay, all set. Got it.
But that is the craziest thing because Waterworld was the most expensive movie at all time when it was made, and Napoleon Dynamite was one of the cheapest,
Cheapest movies ever.
I've never even heard of
One of the cheapest
Waterworld.
movies ever. Kevin Costner. It was the most expensive movie of all time when it came out, and it bombed.
It's pretty good.
1995. I'm sure I saw this. 3 fucking
Anyway,
hours
I think
for a
that.
kids
Why don't we
movie?
all stop the? Why don't we all take a break right now? We'll all watch Waterworld, and we'll come back for the next part of the show.
You're right. You're right.
Ba-da,
I've
ba-da.
never heard of this. Never seen it. I really want to.
This seemed like a Dylan movie.
You'll like
honestly.
it.
I'm
You
surprised
will
you
like
haven't
it.
seen it. You will like it. It's not a bad movie. It just bombed because people were like, "What the fuck is this?" And now people would love it. It's like Mad Max if there were instead of no water, it's only water.
You're gonna like.
And
You're,
Kevin Costner has gills.
yeah, you're gonna like the oil guy.
Yeah.
All right, gang. We'll see you coming after the break with the Dojo Base Podcast. Spin the wheel, the 5th edition. I don't even know anymore, but we'll see you on the other side. Hey there.
When it comes to Toyota, it's the most trusted brand in America, and it has been the most reliable and most trusted since the year 1946, when Toyota really started to really break ground in America. Why it started then? I don't know why, but I'm glad we've been there ever since. It really blows my top off that I know what year it starts. In fact, people might think a Ford's radioactive since the 40s. And if it's up to me, I think we should all just bury the hatchet before we have mutually assured destruction between car brands. Toyota, we're going places. To hell for what we've done to this world.
All right, guys,
like
welcome
brunch,
back.
all right? I
after
don't like
after our Waterworld excursion, we wanted
Waterworld's
to let
good.
you guys know the breakfast of
Brunch is
fucking
bad.
champs. Brunch is.
Yeah.
What is brunch, John? What does brunch mean to the people here?
Well, basically the best brunch I've ever
At
seen.
1 p.m. too. It's past brunch
Yeah,
hour.
it
They're
was
still
definitely
serving
past brunch hour.
They were disrespecting me as a man and as a citizen.
It was rough. And then we
At
get
the
there,
time.
it's only brunch, and I order my sandwich that was delicious, and Joe just goes
With eggs in it and
yeah, it
like
was
bacon
ham and egg and cheese panini thing, and side of
Sure,
bacon.
sure.
And Joe looks at our
It's
waiter,
lunchtime, by the way.
he looks right in his blue eyes and makes little kissy lips, and he goes, "Hey, buddy, I'm gonna have a side of bacon, a side of home fries, a side of avocado, and a glass of Pinot Grigio."
I stand by it. Dude, honestly, I want to order that again. I mean, it's an insane order.
Well, dude,
But
it's
I stand
it's
by
a
it.
step up from what we talked about.
I was the
Bacon.
classiest guy.
Fucking Nos and a Jewel. I mean, you get one
Yeah,
or the
that-
other.
I mean,
what,
that's
what
my
are the
huge,
what?
but, you know.
Yeah, what are we in the mood for? Bacon Nos Jewel or Pinot Grigio? Fucking side of
Avocado.
fries, side of avocados, side of this.
Pinot Grigio.
Dude, this like the side of bacon, side of home fries. Like, all right, yeah, side of avocado. It's like, well, that came out of fucking nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
They had avocado
Yeah.
on the menu. You know?
It's great.
Didn't mind it very much. No,
Don't
dude,
mind
my
if you
favorite
do.
earliest one was that Sean called me out on it when someone's like, "What's Joe usually get for lunch?" He's like, "I don't know, chicken tenders and a pack of cigarettes."
Dude, I saw. I
He
saw
did it
this,
like last week, dude. He got me good with that one.
there was an ad, not an ad, but like on like the American Rally Association, like thing. It's like I'm a experienced co-driver. This guy posted, and so who's ever looking for a co-driver, I'll be your guy. Only payment I need fucking McDonald's French fries and monsters. Just fucking, oh yeah,
That guy-
yeah,
that
and
guy
a pack of
just went
cigarettes.
real.
And it's like cigarettes, Monster, McDonald's French fries. That's all
Yeah.
you owe me. And I'm like, dude, this
Simple,
guy,
man.
That's the guy you want. You fucking see.
Yep.
Bro.
Yeah, what do you want? A guy
He's
ordering
doing
lobster
because he
bisque?
enjoys
Come
it.
Yeah,
on
do you
now,
want
we're going
fucking
rally racing.
Me making oyster fucking sauce from scratch?
Nah, I don't want you.
You
No.
don't want that fucking dude.
I don't want-
I want the
want you to have
supersized
me-
fry and a can of Monster, the one with the twist top where it's too big to finish.
Yeah, exactly.
But he gets it done.
That's what I want.
Yep. Oh yeah, he
You
gets
got like
it
the
done,
hamster
and he's
bottle on the
fucking-
top
yeah,
of the roof.
Yeah.
He's reading the fucking track and he's
Just hooks in an
Sammy,
hooks in an
Sammy,
IV,
please, Sammy. Sammy, please,
Just put-
take a left, Sammy.
pops in an IV. He's ready to go for the whole race. It's just dripping
Yeah.
right into
Yeah.
him.
And he's up early, ripping butts, and he's like,
Oh, yeah, he's
fucking
getting
just,
going.
he lives on the fucking edge all the time.
Yeah,
Lives for New Year's Eve.
Monster.
yeah,
Six,
yeah. No, I went to sleep
cakes.
at 1 a.m. I woke up at 4 because I had to learn the track. It's like, oh,
Yeah, exactly.
I had to cram the track last night.
Yeah. Dude, that was my. I mean, we're getting back to the thing.
He
but-
just goes to sleep like the people who have the hypnosis for cigarette smoking. He goes to sleep, goes left 1 kilometer, right 2 kilometers. He just
Yeah,
sleeps like
just-
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
learned the track last
Left.
night, bro.
Yeah. 5 over crest. He's like, okay.
I got it all. I didn't. It's all in my subconscious, man. We're good to go. Do you have my large fry, or are we doing this shit? Let's go.
Dude, if you don't bring the fucking fries from McDonald's,
I'm gonna
What
forget
is this,
everything.
fucking Burger King?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, that type of guy doesn't give a fuck. He's like, dude, fries from any
No, he'd
fast
take 'em, he'd
food,
take 'em.
I'm in. Plus,
You're right.
energy
anything that
drinks.
isn't what they're selling at the track, and that's he'll be happy.
Mm-hmm. Dude, my first track day ever. I went to bed I slept at work. I had to bleed my brakes, put new brake lines on. Obviously,
You had to bleed your brain
the
too.
car,
You're in
the,
fucking
car
ICU.
had, the car had no seats or seatbelts in it, and I had all night to like do that, plus like a bunch of other shit. And I remember
Nice.
waking up and being like, I can't do this. This is horrible. But that's every fucking thing. You just be there like 6 a.m. Stupid. Anyway, so let's go on. So back to the wheel, guys.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
what we got
fucking
next?
Go. Are you guys ready? Let's see. I'm gonna share my screen, and we'll get fucking the ball rolling here.
Or the wheel spinning.
The wheel spinning.
The wheel on the pod keeps on spinning.
Wow, I do wish
Let's
we
see
could
what we
delete
got.
things, but let's see what happens.
I like how his girl's names is right above the girl's name.
I'll tell you about that when we get to it.
I'm sure you
all right,
will.
Yeah, when we get to it next podcast, we're never gonna get
all
to
right,
half of
it's
these. ones,
my
but let's go.
turn to make the noise. 1, 2,
Go ahead.
3.
My baby don't mess around. And
Yes, I know for sure.
Girls' names.
Names.
All right.
It's
yes,
rigged.
I was hoping we
It's
get this
rigged.
one.
He said we'll talk about it next time, and it landed on that. I do not agree with the results of this test.
Dude, it has.
This is the way it
has to
is. He's the
fucking
wheel
know.
master,
It has
and he
to
gets
know.
to run the
It
wheel.
has to know, dude. It's a free app. I'm surprised we haven't seen any ads yet. Honestly, the shop's
The last one was
stops
free
here.
too. I never paid for this shit. The hell you think
I
this
didn't
is,
pay for
dog?
this shit, but at least you could delete things on that one. So, girls' names.
Yeah,
so
I didn't
since
pay for
it's
that one
my
either,
turn to
so-
go first.
We don't do it like that in this game, but go ahead.
From my experience,
And actually, you should never go first because you already have all your answers pre-written. In
No,
your
no,
fucking
Yes,
mind.
yeah.
So what I was gonna say,
If
'cause
anything,
I
we should
told
get
you
first
when
dibs.
we land on this, I'm gonna explain it. Is
Fair
that
enough.
this?
No,
wheel,
explain it. It's supposed to be your first thought, but okay.
It
Go
is
ahead.
my first thought. My first thought is that this wheel.
My
When
first
you
thought
wrote
was
the
to
list
tell
and then you
what
wrote
I
it
was thinking
down.
about when I-
Fucking, dude, I did this 5 minutes before I signed on to this at Riverside.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
dude. Fuckhead.
So-
Yeah, you thought about it for pretty much all day, though.
A few of them, yeah. No,
The
but
diarrhea one is always on the back burner.
That's consistent.
Easy, low hanging fruit for me. But no, girls' names. It was a default on the wheel, and I kept it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that.
yeah. And my only perspective on that, since it's my turn to speak, is if you
Yes, sir.
if you think about if you want kids, what their names are going to be, you have 800,000 girl names and 5 boy names. That's all.
Yeah, because you want to love this person and they're like innocent and beautiful and wonderful.
No, there's just
And every
no
guy name is just
boy
a guy you already know. And
There's
you're like,
just no.
yeah,
Yeah, and you're like, I hate.
I'm not
him.
naming my kid
Fuck that
Brian or
guy.
Dylan or
Yeah.
Dominic. That's just not
You
gonna
can't,
happen.
dude. Yeah. Joe, Brian, Dylan, Dominic, Thomas, Mark,
Thomas?
Thomas. I'm not gonna name my kid Thomas.
Thomas.
But you're not naming kids fucking Connor. You're not doing Aiden. You're not doing fucking Jaden.
Kevin,
Baden,
Gary?
Kevin, Gary.
Gary.
Uh,
David.
Your country needs you,
No.
Gary.
Like you're not you doing those names. There's no other names unless you go like 20.
Mark? I'm not naming my kid Mark.
Neither am I. You're not going like 2025 kids names, which are like
Skylar, Tyler, and Jyler.
Yeah.
No
bunch of
thanks.
bullshit. So you're really stuck with the Mark, John, fucking Bible names. Like,
Gi-
there's
Bible name. I'm not doing
nothing
Mark
else.
either.
No,
Giles.
there's nothing else. dude.
Luke, I could do because Star Wars, but it'd be
Nah.
too much associated with that.
But dude, every Luke I've met sucked. So what are you
Yeah.
gonna do with that? What are you
I don't know. I want to stick with girl names because there's a bunch of nice girl names, but half of them
all
are
nice,
like
man.
half of them. No, but all the ones that are like our age people. Like I would never name my daughter Stephanie,
No.
Ashley,
Kelsey.
No.
Kelsey.
Dude,
Those are all out.
70s chicks with the bedazzled jeans, and then our generation's version of those, like the Ashleys, the Stephanies, the whatever.
What are those ones?
The 70s girls are all
Moonflower.
named like Sherry, like
Sherry,
Oh, Brandy.
that
Brandy.
type
They're
of
all
shit.
kinds of drinks. Champagne,
Whiskey. Jack.
Chambord.
Pinot Grigio.
Here's my daughter, triple sec.
Oh, this is my son, Glenn Livet 12.
Yeah,
We're sticking with girls' names, okay?
Well, speaking of that, yes,
like
so girls-
tequila.
there's-
Well, you know, modern times.
I do have a
transitions
deep
and stuff.
hatred for someone named McCollin, and then also
Macaulay Culkin.
another. There's also people who are named like Jameson, and you're like, come on.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jamesons.
Fucking
Yeah, there's a
dad,
lot of them
just-
now.
you named your kid after a bottle of fucking alcohol.
Jack Daniel Collins, no thanks.
Yeah, right. But yeah, John, Jack, like
Jim,
we don't have
Evan
a lot
Williams.
of options.
Jingleheimer Schmidt, not gonna name my kid that.
Admiral Nelson.
Admiral Nelson. Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking. Putty Sark.
We call him
My
Addy
son.
Nels for short.
Yeah, my son.
Buddy Sark Reed.
What'd you do over the weekend? Oh, we were tapping the Admiral.
Tapping the Admiral.
You're talking about my son.
Goddamn. I do. In my head, I have a bunch of, or not a bunch, but a couple of good names that I would want to
So you
name.
could fucking Nelson. You could do
My daughter, but
Conrad.
not my son. I have no son names in my head. No, I don't know.
Conrad.
Conrad Nelson? Yeah, not gonna do it.
Yeah. Do you want a kid that your older brother just ties up and beats the shit out of? Name him Conrad.
No thanks.
Yeah, that's a good move.
I'm sure
for
that kid's doing
Tom,
just fine.
you don't know
in
this,
whatever
but
therapy he's in.
it was like child abuse with one of our friends who would just be like, "Oh, this is my younger brother," and you'd like just
His brother,
fucking
yeah.
like punch him in the stomach. Sorry,
He's a hockey player.
Yeah, they just like beat the shit out of his like younger brother, who's like 5 years younger than us, and we're
And
like,
his dad is the only person I've ever met who
Like, yo,
who says his
dude.
job is I'm a mathematician. I'm like, what the
You're like,
fuck
what
does that
Wait,
mean?
you
is
go
that?
to schools so you can do fancy math stuff in front of an assembly? You're not even a teacher?
I don't know what he was doing. He's probably like an
and
engineer.
eat
or
raw
something like
steak and do fucking marathons. That was that guy. Anyways,
Wait,
that. What a team that was.
David Goggins?
An insane dad and two sons, and their poor mother who's just like, I'm just here. I don't know.
yeah,
She had, like, the bird's nest hair.
She was 35, but she was 100. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we should go with the old lady names for girls' names. Those are
Betty
fucking cool as hell.
Could be cool now, dude.
Betty, awesome.
Awesome.
Gretchen,
My niece's name is Gretchen. She's cool as fuck.
Gretchen, cool ass
one
name
I
for
love.
a girl.
I like this one good enough that I named a chicken after it. Beatrice.
Beatrice,
I think Beatrice
or
is
B.
a great name.
Yeah, it's short.
Yep,
For, Betty
I like
can
that
be
one.
short for that too. You know, Elizabeth,
Yep.
Beatrice, Betty. I
think we bring back the old lady names.
I dated a Meredith. It was a cool.
Meredith,
worked out.
Mary.
Yeah, Meredith worked
Yeah,
out.
that's a good one.
That was a good name.
Yeah. Anyways,
no,
yeah.
dude,
The main
old
thing
school
is the
names,
hot
cool.
girl names are not like Candy and like fucking Stab Wound. It's like shit like that, where it's like, oh, her name's
Who's
like,
that? Oh, that's
you know,
Stab Wound Sally.
or like Helen Kellett or something like that.
Helen's not.
It rolls off the
back
tongue.
up.
No,
I've seen
even
some-
though Helen
I've
of
seen
Troy, notoriously one of the most beautiful people of all time.
I've met
Helen,
a couple
but-
of hot Veronicas.
Veronica,
That Veronica
Veronica
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Exactly. Great fucking example.
But I'll tell you one name that's never coming back for women ever again for at least a generation: Karen. That ain't coming back
Yeah.
anytime
Karen
soon.
is dead forever.
If you name your daughter Karen, that's borderline child abuse at this point.
Yeah.
It's like naming your
Karen.
son Adolf
Gay
Hitler
war. Okay.
Morrow.
Today, fuck, I know we're talking
He's
about
That's
also
child
Hitler
abuse.
Morrow.
I know we're
Same
talking-
exact
That's
thing
not
as
right.
Karen, dude.
I know we're talking
Yeah.
about girl names, but I gotta say this really quick. I found this out today. In the 2000s, early 2000s, there was a Brazilian-born professional soccer player named Osama, and then one word, Bin Laden. And
No way. This is not true.
He was named after Osama
Tell
bin
me
Laden.
Bin Laden means something else in Portuguese.
No. He was named after Osama bin Laden. Probably before. I mean, he was an
Before
adult
Osama bin
in
Laden was,
2000.
yeah.
Back when he was running the Mujahideen,
Fucking
not when
sick.
he did the 9/11 shit.
Yeah,
Back when he was an
cool.
American hero, when he teamed up with Rambo against the Soviets.
And,
That's when he could name your kid that.
I guess the way the last name became Bin Laden, all one word, is because Spanish and Portuguese V is pronounced like B. So they're like, yeah, Bin Laden, and they're still like, that's your name. We
But
named
it's
him after.
Bin-
we named
Bin
you after
Laden.
him. I bet he'll never do
That's-
anything terribly wrong.
Again, that's child abuse to me. You can't set your kid up for a lifetime of that. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one.
You know, golden rule. If you wouldn't want to be named that, then don't name your
Yeah.
kid that, you piece of shit. If your name is Jimmy, don't name your kid Slavic Uprising More. That ain't right,
Yep.
man.
Also,
I don't care how much you care about Soviet politics.
Dude, if your name is
That ain't right.
Elon, don't name your kid a bunch of symbols.
Yeah.
Mm.
Actually, don't have kids anymore.
Yeah,
That's enough of
yeah,
that.
you already have about like
Yeah.
11. That's too much.
Yeah, you're getting up to NFL wide receiver levels of kids, which is too many. I
Oh,
don't care
hey,
how much
don't.
money you
Hey,
have.
he's not close to Nick Cannon yet, though. Nick Cannon is the undisputed
I
champ
think
of having
he's
kids.
cranking, dude. Yeah.
Oh, no,
He's got a
dude.
candy
There's
store
couple
in
of-
his house with an actual cashier working. He doesn't just have a room full of candy. He has a store in his house that he goes and pays
Hopefully,
for
he
candy.
can get up to the.
Dude, I don't get this. I
Hopefully,
don't
you have
get
the
this-
Barbara Streisand level of having a full-fledged mall in her basement with full staff.
I've said this before, but if I was that level rich, I would just not be on the fucking map anymore. Be in some fucking island in a little shack. I
You'd
wouldn't
be like
able
John
to-
McAfee, where you just go to Peru and have women shit through a hammock on your face for $1 billion.
Exactly, dude. That's
John McAfee, I think he died last year, but what a legend
Uh-huh.
of being a piece of shit.
Wait, he
crazy
really
rich
did
guy.
that though? He would just go there and people would take a shit on him?
Yeah, no, there's testimony. He talked about it. Yeah, he's not ashamed of anything.
Oh god, I love guys like
He
this.
bought
It's
a
so
private
funny.
army. He had like 12 guys on staff with
Yeah.
machine guns guarding him. Like the guy was literally like
Just
what
pays-
a tycoon billionaire would do, like in like Scarface style.
Yeah, yeah.
And he did it by writing antivirus software. Then
Yeah.
he just like, I'm going off the map
Went
for
insane, and then he just pays hot girls to shit
Yep.
through
Defecate.
through a hammock. On
through a
his
hammock
face.
on
Yeah.
his face.
Actually,
Yeah.
the sorry,
Well, what do you give a man who has everything?
Joe, what
That-
country was he in
yeah.
again?
You said
He was
Peru?
in, I think, Peru. He did some time on islands. He was hopping because the government was chasing him.
Yeah,
for
you know,
tax evasion.
I think it was Peru when this happened, where there was a Peruvian marathon. He laid down 2 miles before the finish line, so the girls could shit on him as they go through.
yeah.
That's called dedication. I never said the guy doesn't work hard. I said he has loose morals and even looser butthole.
It's okay. I understand it. I am now year 2 of not filing my taxes, so it's all good. I'll go to jail soon.
He's kidding around, YouTube. He's just joking around.
I'm not at all.
Try to give you the out there, big dog.
Dude, if I don't file, they won't know.
If
who
anyone
I
actually
am.
looks you down, they can find your address, your phone number, your
No.
tax filing status, your place of work.
Dude, they don't know about me. It's fine.
They do.
Unless I tell them, they don't know.
Actually, we should hope that people find that out. That our IRS will blow up our podcast and double the viewership just on them looking at it.
Exactly. Hey, Dylan hasn't paid his taxes in 2 years because I pay taxes. I don't get it back anymore. It's
Yeah, we'll make a
different
BuzzFeed
now,
article about
guys.
the underknown podcast whose co-host is in big tax trouble. They call him the John McAfee of the basement.
Yes.
He lets cats shit all over his
Yeah.
ankles.
Yep. Uh-huh.
in the silver spoon.
Little boy
And,
flew in the man in the
This
moon.
time next year, could be in prison for tax evasion, so enjoy it while you can.
Oh, you know.
Yep.
Wait, then episode 100 will never happen.
It'll happen from prison. That'd be even
From
better.
jail.
Have it on the phone.
phone. Yeah. The Dominic and
It'd be
Joe
like
Basement
John,
podcast
We're doing
and
it.
Dylan from prison.
We're doing it in 10-minute increments. We just
No,
have to keep stitching it
three
together.
minute at $1 a minute.
Oh fuck! We just start paying for this then? That's not gonna. You're
Dude,
out.
it's
becomes
Dylan's.
Copperline at that point.
Dude, it's Dylan's live at Folsom Prison. Dylan Reed live at Fort Devens. The Dylan Basement Podcast.
No, they'd put me in.
Bang, 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 bang,
I'd probably just be in weekend jail or something. But dude, the thing is, what I was thinking is like, all right, let's think about this. So I owe like 10 grand in taxes total. And
We don't need to do this, man.
No.
Spin the wheel. We already did the
No, we
female
do.
name thing.
This is girls' names.
In other countries, I could just go to jail for 6 months and it'd be gone. Here, I go to jail and then still have to pay it.
You still owe, yeah, because we're so,
So-
rich. We need
You gotta give.
But if I just gave my time,
you gotta
dude, Dude, 6 months in jail, that's nothing for 10 grand.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
No, it's not.
I'd rather
dude,
pay
6
10
months in
grand.
jail for me. I would seriously consider getting digits off my fingers to not have to do that.
Well, I do that too.
6 months in jail?
Dude, give me an
Fuck
option.
you.
Give me an option, dude. Playing
My
fucking,
freedom is worth way more to me than fucking 10
dude,
grand, dude.
Playing video games with my friend and playing basketball every day and lifting weights and eating food for free.
Yeah, that's what jail is. By the way, it's
It
jail,
is.
not even prison. You're being jail, which means you're like in county where people are going in and out every fucking day. You're meeting new people.
No, they put me somewhere like the next step.
So prison.
Yeah.
In prison to you is playing video games with your friends.
Yeah. That's
And
I've
what
read.
else? What
Dude,
else happens?
They're like on Instagram and shit. They're like having a good time.
Cool, yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
right on, dude.
That's just part of the agenda.
And all those families that have their Instagrams about how great their family is, that's how their real life is too. That is reality. Their Instagram posts are what they're really doing. Yeah.
I think I'd figure it out. I'd figure out how to make it work.
Dude, if you had to go to prison, I would sell my fucking possessions to try to get you out of there. Are you
I
fucking
wouldn't want
crazy?
that.
You're insane.
I wouldn't want that. I'd be fine.
God damn, dude.
Come visit, dude. Just come visit every couple weeks.
I won't visit you. I don't want to go there. It's a fucking dungeon full of slaves, dude. It's awful.
Probably you're missing
Prison
out.
is fucking terrible, man.
Or owe 10
In jail,
grand. Dude, you take 10 grand. Dude, easy decision.
I would give everything I had to not do a fucking month in jail.
Yeah, well, you're not
Same.
bailing
I'm not.
out
You
when
can't
the IRS
trap
is
me
out.
like a rat in a cage for a month.
It's
and
part
tell
of
me
my rage.
when to shit, what to do, who to look at, what to eat.
Easy, dude. I've been in Celeb Patrol before. I did a week at Otis Air Force Base. I could do 6 months in prison.
You heard it here first. We're cutting that out for the podcast for future episodes.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Dylan
guys.
again reaching above his weight class. I can climb Mount Everest. It ain't that fucking hard anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. It's fine.
You got no fucking idea what you're talking about.
All right.
Even if you
let's-
could do it, you wouldn't be so cavalier if you actually knew what it was like to be in a prison for 6 months of your life.
dude,
you can't
I
get
can
out.
go to college there for once.
You're
finally
gonna-
get my
you're-
degree.
you're gonna
That would
finish
be the
college
only
in
good
6
part about
months.
it.
Yeah, be an engineer when I leave.
Well, I
there.
guess you don't care about your freedom as much as
Open
I
my
do.
own
I'm an
business.
American man, and I do care about it.
Just can't fish.
I don't want to be handcuffed for 5 minutes. Never mind putting in a
Fish.
prison cell for 10 months, man. Fuck.
Dude, I've never even pulled over before. I can't imagine having to talk to a cop. I've never had to
Yeah,
talk
you
to a
pulled-
cop.
I forgot. But have you ever had to
Never
talk to
been
a
pulled
cop when
over?
you're in trouble? Like,
You've
if
never
you and Jack
been-
or whatever had to like get yelled at or
You've
something
never
like that?
been
Never?
paralyzingly terrified because you've had 3 beers and got pulled over ever.
Yeah.
No.
No, but
Wow.
not even pulled over. He's
Yeah.
made it established.
That's
I'm
what
talking
makes you a
about.
man, dude.
I'm talking about Dom. Have you ever gotten in trouble by a police officer being like, "What are you guys doing over here?" Or like, "What are you doing here?" Something
Nope.
like that.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nope.
Have you ever
Wow.
blown smoke? That
You
in
should
the-
have.
in
You
the
should have.
face?
Hanging out in the fucking sewer caps in Marlboro. They should have been like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" or something like that.
Have you
Damn,
ever
dude.
gone up to a group of dudes in Mexico holding?
I'll stop you right
rif-
there. I'll stop you right there. I've never been out of the country.
Rifles, and then you take your jewel and you blow it in their face to let them know that it's not marijuana. Have you ever done that?
Dude, I
Never
never have
happened
been
to
that
you?
kind
Wow,
of guy, Dylan.
also drunk.
I never had someone hold a gun while accusing me of a crime before, which is nice, but that's about as
Honestly, last time I talked to a
Many
cop,
times. This is not my first time.
last time I talked to a cop that was like in uniform was when I was working the DPW when they were bringing their cars for oil changes, and that was 9 years ago.
That is wild. Considering the amount of crimes you commit, that's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good for you, dude. Good for you.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
All right. Let's
All right,
spin
guys.
this thing.
So
All
we
right.
can probably do like 2 more.
We're sharing. Let's go. Yeah, let's see what happens. All right. All right, Dom, it's your turn to make the noise.
That was
Yeah.
girls' names, in case we all forgot.
Yes.
girls' names. Girls' names. Blowing, getting pulled over by cops, basically. All right.
Going to federal prison for 6 months and think it's not that big of a deal.
For 10 grand off your fucking life, yeah. All right, Dom, make the noise.
You could make that money in that
1,
time and be
2,
free.
3.
No, hey Dylan, no fishing, no kayaking, no woodworking, no guitar play, nothing of that.
That's
all off the table.
Good.
Dude,
Do
I think
the
it's a
thing.
fucking
Do the
summer
thing.
camp.
Do the thing.
dude, I can still jack off a guy.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's the only thing you can do.
Meaning, me.
If he likes it. If not, it's not going to happen.
He will like it. I will do it myself.
You better get that tattoo we're talking about before you go in there.
Yeah. Well, dude, I've jacked off a guy before. That guy's me.
It's you. It's you sound like.
It's me. It was nice. I've done it a lot.
Yo, wake up. It was me.
Give it
It's
a
you.
spin, would you?
Yeah, it was me. So yeah, I got this figured out. I'm good, man. Shell. All right, let's go. Dom, we can
Do
Okay,
it.
you're as
I'm
delusional
ready.
as
I've been
always.
waiting.
That's
I've been
fine.
waiting. Spin, spin, spin,
Yeah,
spin, 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 spin. I'm making the noise. I'm making the noise on this one.
Well,
It's
you were
my
late
turn.
to it.
Crystal.
Crystal. Great girl's name. Great stripper name.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Crystal, guys. Car
Yeah.
listeners.
You don't get to go first on every single one.
Every time you just
Okay.
say what you want to talk about with us, why doesn't she be a list of things Dylan wants to talk about? That's fine too.
This
The last
was
two
random.
ones have been thrown way off because you went
No,
first.
this one came with the fucking app. It's fine. Just let it go.
All right. Okay. We'll start with the fucking crystal chicks, not the meth heads. The ones that are too hippies to be meth heads.
Yeah, they're like Reiki and they
The-
believe in
the
like
aura and all that
spiritual crystals.
Dude, essential oils are more real than that shit.
Yeah, because they're both at 0.
Right, dude. But when I worked for like the Dunkin'
The
Donuts,
flying spaghetti monster is real as Zeus.
when I worked for the company that like serviced Dunkin' Donuts headsets, the motherboard.
Ooh, yeah, this is a good crystal.
The
thing.
motherboard had like 16 ports, and they did use crystals inside of them.
Joe,
That blew my mind when he told me that.
Flipping Napoleon
Dom, you should
Dynamite.
know
Hold
this.
on, I forgot to use the crystals.
Oh, in the fucking
In the
Uh,
time machine that just
time
zaps,
machine.
just
Turn it
zaps your
off, turn it
balls.
off.
oh, dude, what a the best. That's the best joke I've ever seen in my entire life.
So good. Thing doesn't work. Uncle Rico walks in hunched over. I could have told you that. It's perfect.
I could have told you
I
that.
told you that.
That guy
Dude,
was
just
straight
you
to
imagine,
White
like,
Lotus.
you know, you pay like $1,000 for that, or whatever it is, and this guy is just like, all it does is electrocute your pulse.
That's all it does.
That's some
Right to your
real. That's
balls.
some real.
You put like a
early
couple
eBay
like
shit.
So-
cubic zirconium things in it, and you just
Oh, yeah.
electrocute your balls.
Oh, it's so.
And the thing
funny.
on his head too, like the electric chair they put around your head.
Yeah, handle. You're nuts.
It's so funny. It's never not
crystals.
the fucking funniest.
Yeah,
thing
crystals, they're beautiful and they're useful for many things, but they're not magical. They can't do any magic powers or
No.
whatever. Rubies don't create fire, sapphires don't create water. Diamonds are super strong. You can put them on the tip of a saw blade and cut super strong
Yeah,
shit.
but until fucking in the 30s, when the guy invented wedding rings with diamonds and invented that whole like, was it
Yeah.
Mm.
a 3 months pay or whatever? They
Yeah.
were like, "What are we gonna do with these things? They're a byproduct of mining coal."
Mhm.
Yeah, and they're rare, but not nearly as rare as they are.
They're not
sought
rare.
after in the public market because what is it like? I know you said 3 months, but like I think that like 2/3 of all diamonds are in storage right now. So
Big
1/3 is in
Diamond
circulation.
is
Yeah.
fucking everyone. Yeah, they release
De
them
Beers.
slowly out in the market.
But
Which it is funny that the company's called De Beers, which sounds like a sick ass company, but actually they're fucking ridiculous.
But
they're
that's just
fucking
the big ones. Like
Illuminati
the majority of
bullshit.
it is they get is the dust, which is what they use for saw blades and stuff.
Mhm.
Which, if it weren't for the fucking stupid jewelry shit for a shiny rock,
Yeah.
then it would just all be used for abrasion, like it was before.
Mhm.
Well, dude, then why is gold?
Yeah, carbon is good for
all
making
of the
strong
things
stuff.
that like people like to look at: gold, diamond, silver.
It's pretty. It's pretty,
It's
but
pretty, and it's
it's only
but it
valuable
goes-
because we say it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not useful. Diamond is one of the only useful gems out there, I think, right? Like, what are the uses of all the pretty ones are pretty, but they
Well,
don't,
now
you don't
the
use them for things.
like,
Well, quartz
gold-
is in watches.
Well, quartz is super cheap, though.
Yeah, no,
Quartz
I'm
is
just
very
saying
cheap.
though. That's a
but
thing.
Gold is a
Yeah, that's
is
the
a is a,
What kind of jewels were in the headsets? Was it quartz?
I don't know what kind of crystals they use
Because
for.
quartz is like
but-
conductive. It's like the conductivity that makes
It's conductive,
Yeah.
but gold is in all computers and so
gold.
is
Gold
lithium,
is
and
the
so
highest, the most highest conductive
conductive.
material in the world.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I knew
Yeah.
it was super conductive.
You can get
No one
like
told me that.
HDMI cords that are $60 because the actual port part is gold.
Yeah.
It's gold.
yeah. That's why the Anunnaki put us here.
It's the best
Because
HDMI cords, the greatest HDMI cords.
The-
They're phenomenal. Buy them now.
The Anunnaki is like the gods of us, and they put us here to mine all the gold because
Hey,
they ran out of
Dylan, you think Dom and I haven't heard an hour and a half symposium on the Anunnaki from Brendan Collins?
Yeah.
Let me get real.
Every 2 months.
I've heard about the
Our
Anunnaki more
species
times
was
than I've heard
created
about
just to
how
mine
Jimmy
gold.
Moore's doing.
just to mine gold. That's all we are for. according to
And then they were like, "Hey, these people are getting too good at keeping gold. We should put Nixon in so we can take it off the gold standard. Then we don't need gold."
Yeah, but Dylan, the funny part about how gold is worth so much to the Anunnaki is because during the time they wrote that, they had no fucking idea about electricity, so they didn't know how conductive it was. They just thought it was shiny and pretty, and then
Egyptians,
pharaohs like to
they had
dress it.
batteries, man. They knew shit.
Yeah, they didn't know
Yeah,
shit.
you know this. They had batteries.
They did, but they didn't know what electricity was. They just know it was magic. They didn't know shit about it.
Well, how do we know that? Have you
Yeah,
talked
well,
to them?
because Benjamin Franklin invented electricity. That's
Are
why.
you their friend?
Even when electricity was first utilized, they still didn't know what it was. They just know, hey, this works. Now we know what it
You have
is.
to understand to harness it and to make it move.
You don't. No, you do not. No, you
RC
definitely
car.
don't. You definitely don't have to understand to harness
Dude,
it.
if
Look
you just
at
had something that
100
was
years of
spraying
technology.
electricity like this, the best you could do is attach to your fucking nipples and go, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, ouch. They don't know why it works. They don't know. They don't know what it is. They just know this works when you do this. It's like it's total extra. Like it's like lighting shit on fire.
Yeah, no,
They know
write that
if
down.
you light the shit on fire, it works. They don't know it's because of the oxygen content. They don't know because of the it's now we know what it is. That's what I'm saying. So they don't know about conductivity.
It's like
They
how
just knew
people
that
used to
way.
eat aloe and be like, "Oh, how can that give me diarrhea?" And now we know it's because of the latex.
Now we know you shouldn't eat it because it's not for eating.
Yeah, it's a pretty similar concept.
It's basically the same thing. Anyways,
Nice.
crystals, they look
Crystals.
pretty. They're basically worthless, and humans decide they're worth a lot. And people have been killed over them, especially a lot of kids.
And I just want to point out one thing when I thought of this. Is
Dylan, you want to
that-
go long sleeve or short sleeve?
Okay, so this is crystal. Dom, you got some too. Joe, I think you do too. And this is just glass with lead in it. It's not the fucking rock.
It's called crystal, but it's not the same
called
as a crystal.
But it's not. So everyone needs to know this. That get out of
Thank
sync.
you.
Well, they have
Thank you,
those.
sir.
They have those
So-
the plastic cups, like the clear ones. They're really strong.
Trinette.
Yeah, they're called crystal glasses. Also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
those are the
a
ones where when
crystal.
you break them, you're scared you're gonna fucking get cut by it.
Crystal is how the molecules form in a solid object. And that's how it defines what a crystal is. It doesn't mean like
Yeah, so
what kind
crystal,
what it looks like.
crystal glass, like ones like rich people pay like $140 for one of these. I go to Savers and buy them for 50 cents, but they're just old. And then,
Now who's laughing all the way to the?
oh yeah, for sure.
Food
To the
I have
IRS.
nice things all the way to the IRS. I'm laughing every fucking day. But there are some companies in like Turkey and whatever it is who actually
Turkey
mine
egg. Come on,
crystals-
this is a modern podcast.
mine crystals and then put them on lathes and actually make crystal glasses. But
Now that's a waste of money.
most are just no. The finer things in life, Joe, are nice. They are.
I don't know.
You're coming at me with a 50-cent crystal glass from Savers telling me that. Okay.
Yeah, this is the finer things in life. They're 50
I guarantee
cent
that
Savers
does
glass.
not-
If that's what you just said, the finer
is
things
nice.
are, I agree with you. But paying $9,000 for a fucking cup that someone
No, I'm not
lathed
doing
out
that.
into a
No,
glass,
I
fuck
wait till
you.
someone buys that and then dies. Then I get it.
You just
For-
said someone in Turkey's lathing out
they
actual
are.
crystals.
I'm sure it's great. I would love to drink at that. I'm totally.
Yeah,
down.
and it won't change the taste of it at all.
I don't know about that.
Are we saying I wouldn't want to try it? No. I'm saying I wouldn't want to buy it. Yes.
Okay, I understand.
I definitely wouldn't want to file it on my annual income if I had to do that.
Yeah.
It's a write-off.
I-
How is it a write-off? Well, it's just, it's a write-off.
It's so great seeing it. It looks like spiders crawling in the back of the
Like
screen. There's actually
spiders.
Dylan's cats coming from the ceiling and descending onto the ground.
They're crazy. All right,
all
next
you listeners
category.
out
Let's fucking go. All right.
Yeah, we spent way too much time on crystals.
Yeah, that was a stupid category. All right, Joe.
I hate
Yep.
it.
Who made this list? Wheel.
No, I'm glad you did it. It made for a good conversation about.
Well,
just
you
saying I
gotta
hate
throw in a
crystals.
couple of fucking.
Yeah, it was also the
rounds.
second time we were up Napoleon Dynamite this episode, which is a plus.
Yeah, true.
That actually is great.
Maybe we can bring them all into that. All right, Dom, Joe, it's your
See,
turn to
again,
make the noise.
you don't know what improv is, Dylan. You think of what you're gonna do. You don't go, maybe we'll make it all one thing forever. I don't know.
I've heard of improv before. All right, Joe, you're making the sound, and when I say 3, you do it because it'll start spinning before you see it. So,
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not going to talk over your turn like you did to mine.
I thought I was
dude.
helping.
Yeah, no, yeah, Joe's right. We're all just helping. All right, can you see the wheel?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time.
Crystal.
Crystal. So, Joe, what do you think about? What do you know about Crystal? Okay.
Crystal. Fake magic. Fake prices. Don't like it. Looks pretty.
Sick. All right. Do it again since that was a scratch. 1, 2, 3, go.
Come on, blank, blank,
This is a
blank,
good
blank,
sound.
blank, 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 blank.
Ah, yes. A great category.
the Neverhood.
Yeah.
Is that what it
I
says?
already knew this when I saw Never Who. I was like, it's going to be Neverhood, the claymation PC point and click adventure from 1998, 9
Ish. Tell us
Worth
more.
mentioning. This is another one that Dylan stacked for himself because he loves it so much. But Dom, as you're aware, you know, like the old Pirates of the the Pirates of the Caribbean,
I'll share
Muppet
my
Treasure
Pirates of
Island game.
Penzance.
Yeah, or the Quasimodo game where you click on stuff, and that's how the characters move around and do stuff.
Yep.
Old PC games. It's that, except the entire thing is claymation. It is a feat of engineering. They had to make a whole claymation video game where it wasn't like CG. They had to film the whole thing, and wherever
But
you
it's-
click, they had to show
But
you.
it's foot
Dom,
based.
this is it. It is.
It's point and click adventure.
You just don't show me pictures of it. That's not what this is all about.
No, it is. You need to see this, and other people do too if they're watching YouTube. It is also.
It is a
all
feat of
claymation.
artistic prowess.
But it's not foot themed.
The game was okay at best, but the artistry and like the creativity in it is
The
fucking top
game
notch.
was incredible, but it's also the
Nah, it
hardest
was alright.
fucking game ever. Like, dude, I played it on.
It must have taken
Steam.
like 8 years to make it because
Dude, I played
every
this on
scene they had
Steam.
in the game had to be claymation animated, like for every little thing you could do in the whole game.
I played this on Steam like somewhat recently, and I still couldn't fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard. It's all just puzzles, Dom, but like not puzzles like that are like whatever.
Like
Old,
fun?
old point and click adventure puzzles where it's like basically cheating, and if you don't look it up online, you would
Yeah.
never have guessed
You
it.
could never figure this shit out, dude.
Yeah, the
And
kind of
it's
game I'd get
so
mad at in 15
weird.
minutes and never play again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same here.
And yeah, and so
The kind of game when you're a kid you'd play because it's the only game you have for 5 months.
Yeah,
You're
I don't
like,
even-
No,
dude,
I
and
still
also-
no. I wouldn't do it if it was that hard. I wouldn't play it as a kid.
it's
Yeah.
no, but the sounds, the sights, the smells this game gives
No,
off.
the actual
It's
artistry is phenomenal.
really
If they
wild.
actually made a good game on top of it,
Yeah.
this is like the modern day Cuphead, where Cuphead they animated every single cell
Yeah,
of the entire game, and then they made a good game instead of just making an amazing animation and then making a bad game, which is what this is. But it's still impressive as fuck, especially because
Yeah.
it came out like 20 years earlier than Cuphead.
Yeah, and I spent so much time in this game and never even got anywhere. But it's like it's dark. The sky's always black. There's no sun.
And obviously, it struck you because your whole life you still remembered it.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's-
for sure. And
it's
like,
a
it's like it's Dom. It's really weird in a good way. I would just give it to
Creepy.
you. Just give it a shot. Like be like, what the fuck is going on here? Just all weird puzzles and weird things. It's just the
Especially in the early
weirdest
2000s, where now like there's 100 YouTube videos people trying to do this, but this is like way early on in the game,
yeah, and
in the game of video.
And
game.
there's also a fact that comes with this game too is that not a single person who's ever played it ever bought it. It just showed up.
It's like the Ring video.
It's like the Ring, dude. I have no fucking clue where I got that game, but I know no one bought it for me. I didn't be like, "Hey, mom, can you buy the Never?"
Can you give me this
No.
game that looks
Like-
fucking bad?
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's fucking wild. It's a fucking crazy game, dude. Neighborhood.
Hell yeah.
What a fucking thing that is just. You know, you're one of the claymen. You have the buttons on you, and it opens the stomach. All these fucking things. It's crazy.
Next spin, we're gonna
And it
land
reminds
on
me,
German
Joe,
rally
of-
cars.
Of the Joe, it reminds me of the Maw,
The Maw,
your favorite
another
game.
bad game with good art direction. But Neverhood is
Maw
20
was
times
good.
better with the art than that. The Maw.
Yeah, but the Maw was good. The Maw was fucking good. All right,
You didn't even beat it, and it was your favorite game. So
It got way too hard, dude. Got way too hard.
Yeah, to me that makes a bad game.
they're puzzle
Yeah.
games.
Well, dude,
They're not
Cuphead.
action-adventure, nothing.
No one's ever beaten Cuphead, right?
I've
Joe?
never played it.
Oh, I got to the final boss, but I needed a multiplayer guy to help me beat it. I'm only a single player
Okay.
guy.
Oh, it's
You
like
can have
Kirby.
something-
Yeah. Oh, cool. So you never beat it.
But I got farther than you did. I beat them all on fucking hard mode. I couldn't beat the final boss. What are you gonna do?
Cuphead is so fucking
It's
hard.
insanely hard.
If you're having a
well, the
bad
last
day,
boss though,
don't
you
play
don't
Cuphead.
you don't just fight it. It spins a roulette wheel and it lands on whatever you want to. So you can't even know what kind of final boss you're gonna fight every time it changes. So it's
Insane.
Yeah, I did give up on it, but I did.
They should
I
have
beat
made
it
that
twice.
game a little bit
up
fucking
until
easier,
the
dude. It
final
was
boss.
Fucking insane. Anyways,
Very
all right.
hard.
So back to
The lab
sharing my
again.
screen. Back to lab again, Dom.
Uh-oh.
Thank you for
Back to
Eminem.
the lab again.
And let's
no.
go. So is it my turn to make this?
It is your turn to spinny spin spin.
I liked what Joe did. I'm gonna try.
Your balls.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
My baby don't matter.
Okay, fuck. Wrong. Another spin.
Girls' names.
Next category, my dad.
Ingrid.
Maud.
Asian footwear.
I didn't know it was going to end with where.
One time,
Dom, do you want to start this one since you haven't
I'll never
started one
forget,
since we started?
it was probably 2-3 months into me owning that fantastic pearl white 1991, I believe, Audi 100 that eventually Brendan.
I thought you were going to say Ibanez.
Nate had it, and then I had it, and then Brendan had it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the perfect car for just cruising around. Like, you're still kind of young. Driving still has a little bit of flair to it. And you're like...
Kind of dumb. Still kind of full of cum.
And you're like, yeah, let's go get lost somewhere and just try to find our way back. Just what else are we going to do? You got leather seats. You got a
Things
nice
you do
sound
before you
system.
discover drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just pay for gas and get lost.
Hey, this car was really good on gas, though. Also, I had a fucking job, okay?
There's no way that was good on gas.
It was. Sorry.
Compared to what? An
Compared-
F-150?
Yeah, compared to my
Yeah, that's a good point.
F350 that I had at the time.
F350, yeah, exactly. Good point.
There you go.
I was going from 8 miles city to probably like 15. It's incredible. That's awesome.
So good at gas.
Like
you probably
25
got-
on the highway, probably.
Yeah, you probably got 25 or 30 in that.
Yeah,
This
that's
is worth
good
getting
gas
bogged down in.
mileage. How is that? Oh, sorry, Mr. TDI wagon. But
Yeah, I hear you.
Or like TMI.
yeah, that's right. You're an idiot. But leather seats, heated seats, air conditioning on, windows down, driving around, getting lost. And that's when we started heading towards Ware, Massachusetts, where there's probably not a lot of Asian feet, if I had to guess, 'cause we never made it there. We went to
That
New
better not
Hampshire
be your
instead.
tie-in. They'll fucking cut your head off.
Asian feet or Asian
Watch
people?
yourself, counselor.
Yeah, what did you expect me to do? Something good?
Something about feet at all?
I don't know anything about feet. I don't even have
How
any.
about-
Nickelodeon?
No, we were
Anything?
talking about
Nickelodeon? Quentin Tarantino movies? Anything?
Huh?
What made you think of that? The A in Audi? That can't be it.
that. No, footwear. We were driving towards Ware, Mass.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
You suck.
All right, that's Dom's. Joe, what do you think about Asian
You know what?
footwear?
That was my bad. I should have let Dylan take the head on that one. That was
Yeah.
fucking
Okay, so
awful.
thanks, Dom.
Hey,
That's
first
good.
thing I thought of.
Where Massachusetts
Oh.
Audi 1000. You
100.
nailed it. All right, so
Ooh.
sorry, 100.
Fuck
Nailed
me.
it. Joe,
Terrible.
Asian footwear.
Asian footwear, I usually think of feet are exposed. I don't think of shoes or boots. I think of feet exposed. And I used to go with the wraparound, the sandals or the flip-flops that go around because I didn't like the feeling of the thong between my toes. And you know what? I'm an adult man now. I've grown into it. And I like the thong better. I like the
God, the
grip.
thong sucks.
I like the grip. I can
Dude,
run with
I've
it.
been
I can
wearing
really grip
Tevas
that shit.
for 15 years, man. I fucking hate the thong. You can't
Yeah,
run.
well, let's
Dude.
be honest. I haven't worn open-toed shoes in 7 years, so let's not get fucking get it
True,
twisted.
yeah, the sun and
I'm
you
a
don't
straight
get
man.
along.
I don't like my toes showing. You know, that's against God's
It's
Bible.
more that you.
That's in Deuteronomy
It's
and
more that you
Leviticus.
you're part of the mug club of Lynn Irish fucking DFW, whatever it is. Yeah, so that's why
Hey,
you don't wear.
hey,
them.
buddy, if I want my
You'll get a-
toesies showing, I'm
'cause you'll
going
get a
shoeless.
sunburn. That's why you can't.
I
wear
don't
your
need
feet.
my fucking feet out all day long like I'm fucking hippy dippy skinnicky over here.
Hippy-dippy skinnicky.
Ricky
the
Skinnicky.
John Neat Cena
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
No. For me, if my feet are out, I like bare feet. It's fine, but I don't wear flip flops anymore because I have a little self respect. And also, to steal a Dimitri Martin joke, what your footwear is says a lot with how your day's gonna go. If you wear flip flops, you're thinking, "Hope I don't get chased today."
Yeah, exactly. What happens if a fucking wolf comes, dude? You're fucked.
You pop them off and you run barefoot the way God
Well,
intended.
I don't wear flip flops,
step
so I'll
on
probably
a
be in my
screw,
sneakers
you're
and I'll be
fucked.
running way faster than you
Yeah.
in your fucking Tevas.
Joe,
as
No,
you
my
call them.
Tevas-
Joe will be
dude,
in
I
his
have
sneakers
Even though
the
everyone in
sword-
America calls them
Whoa,
Tevas,
whoa,
and you're the
whoa,
first
whoa,
one to make
whoa.
fun of me for calling them Tevas,
Jesus
even though that's
Christ.
probably how you pronounce
As long
it.
as you don't say Italy, I'm fine. Teva, Tiva, I don't care. But
No, you're the number one guy who are like, just say it like Americans say it. Just say it like that, whatever I
Teva?
pronounce this shit. It's
Tiva?
they're
How the
People
fuck
who
does that
are
say-
white in
does it-
America call them Tevas. I know
No.
they are called Tevas,
Why?
or
Why do
more
they
likely
call them Teva?
Tevas.
He doesn't make it. I don't know where Tevas are from. They could be from fucking Ireland for all I know. I don't know. Could be the
I don't know
whitest
either, but what
fucking
I'm saying
shoe-
is that you're the number one guy
It
who
could be
would
the
say,
most
we
goddamn-
don't say it like that. We say it Tevas.
I'm
you know?
not that fucking asshole. But
Yeah.
Teva could be
On
a
record
fucking-
on this podcast. You said it multiple times.
Teva could be Teva is quite frankly the cringe white dude fucking nerd.
It is, and that's
Dude.
why they all call them
Yeah.
Tevas.
I don't even know what
So,
you're talking
but
about.
I don't know where Teva is from. It could be from fucking, like I said, it could be from Dublin for all I give a fuck. I don't know.
It definitely isn't. There's no sandals in Ireland. That's an edict.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
illegal.
okay,
Can't wear them.
good point. Just like the Lynn. What's the club you're in? Irish.
The Hibernians Club. It's like the Irish
Of
American
Lynn?
club there.
Yeah.
It's
The one that
literally
he's the one that
called-
he's
Whoa,
not.
whoa,
in.
whoa, whoa! Slow down. It's actually called the Hibernians Club
Hibernians, yeah.
in Lynn.
Yep.
I'm going there tomorrow.
Go there, man.
I can't.
You won't get in. It's
Yeah.
members only.
wait.
I'm not even shitting.
Sign
I get
up.
in because my dad's a
Just
member.
I
sign
know
up.
you
Just
do
sign
that.
up.
It's like the moose. Yeah, yeah,
Can
exactly.
you just
Yeah.
send me some chips? It's like the.
You can't take it with you. Yeah.
All right, dude. Here in Sim, we have
Oh,
the
at the moose you
Christopher.
can take him with
We
you.
have the Christopher Columbus Club. Okay.
You can't take him with you at the Hibernians, man.
Yeah, you like going to the cock house? Oh, sorry. That's
Christopher Columbus.
no. That's
Fuck.
uh
VFW.
Knights of
Moose.
Columbus is KOC. Sorry, wrong thing.
KOC, yes. Dad.
Yeah.
Yo, my grandfather was a KOC, and I would ask for his sword, and my aunt can't
Whoa,
find
whoa,
it.
hold on. You can't
You
take a
can't
sword
fucking-
at a cock club.
No. He was a KOC with a sword given to him by them. It was a KOC sword, and I asked for this, and I can't fucking get it anymore. I was like, I'm taking the sword. It said. Anyways.
Hey, I
wish
guess
had
you're right
that.
here, there, big boy. Tevas are owned by Dockers. Step one.
Oh God,
Wow. How fucking white is that?
what are
Okay?
Tevas?
I
This
know.
is what I'm saying here. Is if I
You see what I
mispronounce Teva, no one knows how you say Teva or Tiva. But if it's
But-
owned by
but-
Dockers, that means it's the whitest possible thing.
But also, white
the
people do call it
history of
Tevas. But in Dylan's defense, because he's pronouncing it the correct way, which I'll always stand by, Teva is Hebrew for the word nature, which is definitely why they called it that.
Woof.
Teva.
That's fucking
Nature.
wild.
And there you have it.
So it's like a Israeli Jewish shoe for white people.
That's actually worse than the word rape at this point.
So, okay, so it's the whitest fucking thing our culture has ever fucking done. Is that true?
Yeah, pretty much.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently-
Jewish white sandal.
Well, that and the governor.
Watch yourself,
of-
counselor.
The governor of I think Arkansas is trying to get National Confederate Day as a holiday.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's
we're
a cool
not
hill
gonna-
to die
That's
on.
the white. That might be the
Yeah.
whitest thing ever.
Yeah, exactly. Joe's right. That's a great hill to die on. Make your whole life.
Much
about
like
that.
all your ancestors who fucking lost the war, you solid prick.
You treasonous
That'll be
bastards.
cool.
Also, you probably not your ancestors. Your grandfather probably moved here from New York 2 generations ago, and you're acting like you're fucking Southern drawl or whatever.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't stand the South,
Yeah.
dude. I wish they'd just assimilate.
Fuck them, dude. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. They suck.
I mean, I love a lot of stuff about it, but it's like the fact that they hate America so much, and they accuse us of hating America. It's like we are America, dude. You can't. We hate you. Hate America. It's like you want to secede from America. Like, well, no, this America's real America. It's like it's all America, bitch, dude. Alaska is the same as Rhode Island, dude. It's all America.
You know what?
That's
I'm going
right.
to run for office. and my
Different cultures,
slogan-
same country, dude.
I'm going to run for office, and my plan is to
You better not run in Tevas. You're not gonna make it
gentrify
that
the
far.
whites out of the South.
No more whites.
Reverse.
Well, you're well on your way
gentrification.
because by population size, the South, if you
Well,
believe
that's
this,
fine, dude.
higher
Think about-
population of African Americans than white people. I don't know why that
What?
is.
Well, think about white culture in the South versus ethnic culture. Guess who has better food? Take a wild fucking guess, dude. It's not the fucking white former colonialists.
Yeah. Dude, even in Louisiana, it's all
Conquistadors of the South.
even
All
even
good
the
Southern
dude.
food is black food.
Yeah.
We
But
all
Yes.
know this.
even-
Have you been
even-
to New Orleans? It's the best city in the world.
Yeah, but even
Fucking love
Louisiana,
that
it's all
place.
French shit. It's
Yeah.
not even. It's nothing American about what they're doing in Louisiana. Yeah, there's also
No.
the Cajun and stuff, but
Well, the
It's
Cajun
not-
stuff I'm talking about. The
Cajun
French shit-
is Louisiana
French shit-
plus Southern.
French shit is fucking jerked off to hell 100 years ago. It's all Cajun now. So it's fucking great. New Orleans fucking rocks. And it's
Never
all
been.
because of
Can't wait to visit one day.
ethnic people making it sick. So anyways,
Hell yeah, dude.
sick as in fucking awesome. So
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, I think, hell yeah, dude, that was Asian footwear. I think we can take our last commercial break here.
No. No one asked me about my pick.
Yes, we know.
That was you did the whole thing on your
No. But my whole point was that, the shoe that looks like
when
this,
you picked it.
it looks like it's a flat piece of wood with two.
And then the 2 block. That was my first thought,
that
too.
was my fucking whole point.
I know you don't know improv, but you don't go A to B, you go A to C, so I tried to think of something else, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Improv master. That was my...
Hey, I'm helping you out there, big boss.
master.
Well, Joe actually is. He is the improv master.
Not even close to master. Improv novice is over you going,
Has done
yes and to no but. The first thing of improv is
Yes.
and you go, no, but this. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, the first thing of improv is like,
Let me finish.
whenever someone
That's it.
says,
That's
take
improv,
that,
dude.
keep going, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Improv
yes,
is I have an
yes,
entire
and.
idea loaded up when I made
Yes,
this list
and.
2 hours ago, and I'm going to get it off right now, improv style. Here we
Super cool.
go.
Couple of
Have you
blast
seen
off.
Samurai Jack? It looks like this.
Yes, and.
In Princess Mononoke, the
Like,
guy
no,
has
no,
it's only one.
You're wrong. No, you don't understand.
No, you're not getting the joke I wrote yesterday.
Yeah, that's the best way to insert into improv. You don't fucking get it. This is what I
Dude,
mean.
I'll give
Okay.
you a quick 1 second example of the best improv one-on-one scene ever.
Michael Scott.
What do you have, a gun in your hand? No. Okay. And then you just don't know where to go.
No, the best one is Michael Scott in The Office. You know that
Yeah,
one?
he
Oh yeah, no,
he can't have a gun.
Dylan, that's exactly what it
He
is.
just
That
whispers
scene
in their ear.
all the
and then they
things
just
that you
then
don't
they just,
do in
then they
improv.
just do this.
yeah.
What did he tell you? He says he can't
He
show
has a
anybody
gun.
has a gun in his pocket.
No matter what
Best
the
thing is,
scene was, like she's like, "I'm pregnant." I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know whose name is it. He's like, they whisper in her ear, and then she's just like,
Dude, there's
"It's like, what did he tell
Oh, the
you?"
other one?
It's like, yes, a
Some
gun.
guy walks into the scene, he's looking like this. You're like, "Oh, hey, it's my dad." No, I'm not. I'm your wife. You're like, oh, great improv. Here we go. What's your thing?
Nice.
What's
Yeah.
your thing you want to do?
there's a thing in Family Guy where Joe Swanson takes a small talk class, and it cuts to him. He just goes, "We're having such a cloudy day." And the teacher goes, "All right, Joe, that's good, but maybe something that responds more to her telling you that her son just died." He goes, he goes
In his defense, that's not small talk.
then he goes, "I'm sorry your son died on such a cloudy day."
That's great.
Hell
We should all do improv sometime.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'll
Hilarious.
watch you. I'll watch you.
No, Dom, you be good at this.
No.
Why
Why
don't we do a 5-minute scene on this
Dude,
podcast and
dude,
show everybody
Joe
how bad
started
we
off
all
this-
are
Yes.
at
Joe
it?
All right. When
started
we come
this-
back. When we come back.
No, Joe started this whole episode on drawing a blank, so you know who's going to win that competition. So
Here we go. Let's go to the commercial break
Let's
now.
go watch Water
let's
World
go. Water World 2.
Electric Boo Boo.
Well, this has been the Dylan and Joe Basement Podcast at the Boston Auto Show, supporting Rollerbone, our son, and I'm in the brand new 2024 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, but it's time for me to go because, as you can see, I gotta go bring Graham Troyer his kayak. See you later.
Welcome back, ladies and germs, boys and girls. We're back here again with the Spin the Wheel contest, the Dylan Joe Basement Podcast. And we had a fun time here, a fun time had by y'all. How are you gentlemen doing? We're looking at your total scores. You're both bankrupt. How you feeling?
I'm not too bad. Seems like I'm gonna be leaving the same way I came in. No money at all.
Back door.
If I heard this correctly, Dom said he's not doing 2 bass, and what he means by that is
Bass to
Dom,
mouth.
When's the last time you caught a fish?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh.
Surprise this isn't on the wheel, Dylan, but I think you would have figured out what's
it is.
Oh, is it? I should have figured.
Dude, I don't know, 3 or 4 years maybe.
We should catch a fish soon.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I don't catch fish.
What do
I
you
catch
do?
feelings.
I write sins, not tragedies.
Okay.
Have you people ever heard of baiting the goddamn lure?
All right,
That was
you-
pretty
All right,
fast.
let's spin this wheel.
That was pretty fast.
Let's spin
Fuck
this
you, that
fucking
was
wheel,
good.
guys. Let's go. All right, Dom, you're making the sound since you.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Joe,
signed up.
cut that. That was fucking gold, and these guys
Fucking
don't get how good that was.
Signed up for everything. Yeah, I don't get anything. It takes me like.
I didn't even wait
Yeah,
1
he's
second
drawing a
after
blank.
Dom said that to me, getting it right back to Panic at the Disco fish pun, and it rhymed. So fuck both of you.
Yeah,
Let's-
I'll be honest. I didn't hear what you said.
You'll
Sorry,
hear it in the
I'll-
fucking episode.
I'll see it in post.
I won't repeat it for all the
Yeah.
our viewers.
All right, spin this thing.
Let's spin it. Let's spin
Where
this
are
one.
we right now? Okay. Dom, make the sound.
All right.
1, 2, 3, sound.
Batman, Batman,
Squid.
Squid reminds me of fish. When's the last time you guys caught a fish?
Good question, Joe. I'm glad you brought that up.
No, I have a better one because I'm not letting you have this one. Squid reminds me of in Rocket Power. The squid was the fucking guy.
Squid.
Oh,
He was a
shit.
lame ass kid who he
Oh,
couldn't really skate.
dude.
He just wanted to be around there.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah,
we've all
Squid.
had this kind of dude in our lives where like he just wants to be around or she, and you're like, yeah, but you're not really the thing. You're just kind of like around and stuff.
Mhm.
And you're the
There
you're the
was that one
squid in
episode there where
situation.
he was
definitely
a
it, or
dominator
she.
in the hockey goal.
Definitely or she.
Or she.
Shots fired.
Well,
towards
right.
that.
So first one I think of was I'm not going to name names, but
Yeah, no naming names with
Um,
making fun of people.
Unless it's funny, and then you have to name the name.
well, this one isn't even that.
you
It's
have
not
to
even.
call them live right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
put on
dude, I
speaker.
haven't talked about it. So we'll just say peanut jelly butter was not in Cub Scouts, but Cub Scout
Okay.
camp sounded really fun to him.
So, he,
So
was cool 'cause
he
wasn't
went
in
and got
that fucking
molested.
club.
Oh, I already
He
know who
went-
it is.
Oh, now I can get there. But no, eventually I believe what happened was his mom called my mom and was like, "What's the deal with this camp? Peanut butter won't stop talking about it." And she's like, "Oh yeah, here's the thing." They're like, "All right." So he was not in Cub Scouts, signed up, just signed up and said, "Yeah, I'm from Marlboro. I'm in this pack, this den, whatever." They're like, "All right, cool. It's
He
this
just
much.
made it up.
It's this much money for the week." They're like, "Okay, here you go." No, he matched what he was technically from the same place I was from, not a part of the organization at all.
Okay, yeah.
Just got right in.
But he made up the fact that he was in Cub Scouts. He
yeah,
just said,
no,
yeah,
he lied.
I
It
might
was
as well be.
it was like the fourth day out of the 5. It's just a day camp. The other
They don't have you show your badges when you enter the
no,
camp, like show
and
some ID.
no one else from my pack except for me and him did the camp that week. It was all other kids.
So it worked
there
out
was
for him
No
because no
one
one could call him
There
out.
was no one to go, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
It was
Let me
like
see your Rebelow badge.
it
or
was
you're not
like
getting
So
in here.
he splinter celled his way through the security checkpoint.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
But he
yeah.
had an accomplice on the inside. It was Dom.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I was part of it. I got him
Crazy
in.
KGB type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like the fourth day of this 5 days in the day camp, other kids started finding like, "Wait, you're not in,
People started asking questions.
like you're not in Cub Scouts?" He's like, "No."
Do you even
not
know
a-
how to tie
no-
it? He couldn't keep the lie up for one
No
day.
adults, none of the counselors ever asked him anything. It was just other kids that were like, "Wait, how'd you get in then if you weren't?" And they're like, "Well, my mom just said I was." They're like, "Oh."
So if he wasn't in Cub Scouts,
White
what
privilege.
Was, what was he into? Girls?
No.
A lot of
Nah, sorry, dude.
A lot
I
of
wasn't getting
GameCube.
Girls. Dude, GameCube's fucking way better than
Nothing
girls.
wrong with that.
on a
dude.
93-inch
GameCube's-
projector screen.
GameCube with your dudes is better than girls all day.
But if I know that this peanut butter fella, it's literally the example of like the rich kid who's like, "Hey, fellas, want to come over to my house?"
That's
It's
exactly
like, "Yeah,
what
you
it is.
suck.
That's
You
exactly
suck,
what
but
it
we're
is.
over here doing
Dude,
shit." You know?
speaking of no names, Joe, we knew a dude like that who was like rich and was like, "Let's go over to my house and have fun." And we went there and we're like,
I have a
This isn't-
wiffle ball park.
"This isn't
Yeah.
fucking fun, dude." Like, you
Yeah,
have
his
things?
name. Well, no names. His name rhymed with Bill Boonin, and his dad was a Bethesda doctor.
Yeah, it
different
was
guy
not
we were talking
fun,
about.
though. We didn't have.
But
fun.
yeah, it was the worst. Like he actually would go to skate parks, and he's like, "We should go to the skate park." And I was like, "You go to skate parks, dude? You're like
Yeah,
the
but-
dorkiest, biggest weird white kid ever."
So weird, dude.
And he just so wanted to not be the Navy guy his dad wanted to be, but he was such a goober. Like he just should have. He probably ended up in the Navy. Like he just did because like
I'm sure he's a
couldn't-
fucking millionaire by now, just like the rest of us.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
probably.
weird,
But he
like,
just so had that Navy like mentality where it's like I have to be like my dad, but I don't want to be.
I'm
but
allowed
I still
to have fun for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but I still am like
I'm
my
like,
dad.
oh,
like they're
cool,
letting him
well,
rebel like
I
slightly.
have
like,
no rules
He's
as a
like,
child at all.
he's like,
so I
even
can
on a
do whatever I
sunny
want.
day with a bright blue sky, I want it to be a little darker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like,
but
no, I need
the
some
kid was
order.
the
And I'm
biggest
like, I
poser of all time.
need no order.
Sorry, don't acknowledge my navy blue joke. That's okay.
It's okay, dude.
I thought if I didn't acknowledge it, it might be funny.
Chuki,
If we break it
get out
down,
of sync. Chuki. No. No Chuki. So, yeah, that's cool. So Squid.
I think that's Squid.
That was
Let's play it
Squid.
again. Maybe we can get one more out of this bad
Well,
boy.
I saw a squid in Mexico when I was snorkeling, and
How big?
the same size you would think, like the size of
Sperm whale size?
automaton size squid.
That's a good sized squid.
Oh, that's what it's called. Yeah, Tom Tone. Yeah.
And out of all the fish I saw, like barracuda and other shit,
Well, squids aren't fish; they're mollusks.
thanks, dude. And they're not from this world, and they are sentient beings.
But they
have
are from this world. That's the weird
same-
thing about them.
They have the same brains we do. They have to they're
They don't have the same brains
so
we do.
in tune with you and the world around them. It's
That's
crazy
cute.
compared to a fucking barracuda. Just saying. I think we
Yeah,
should-
I believe that a
I
lot
think
of.
we should. I've eaten a lot of squid, and I've eaten a lot of octopus, and
Squid's pretty good.
I think we should probably stop eating them. Like they're that cool.
Octopi are definitely smarter than
Squid.
almost every fish in the world. Maybe every fish.
Yeah,
They're
way,
super
we
smart.
should really dial down the eating those things. Like they're way too fucking on board.
That'll be easy for me to cut out of my diet.
Yes. I want to throw one more thing in here really quick because Dylan, you
Sure,
mentioned Barracuda. I told you the story on the phone the other day. I'm sure you're going to love rehearing it. Joe, you might have heard the story before too.
I was drunk.
But when I hear Barracuda,
I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk now.
I don't. I
Drunk
drink the
now.
vodka.
Yeah. Trina Williams did not drink the vodka. I drank the vodka.
When I hear
Drunk
Dylan,
now.
close the wheel for the story. Would you?
when I
Sorry.
hear
Sorry.
Barracuda,
Thank you.
the
Tell
first
me, remind me again.
when I hear Barracuda, the
worries.
first thing I think of is not the car or the heart song. I think
The
of
fish,
this
maybe?
the fish.
That's the first thing I think of is the fish.
Yeah,
I'm
probably
getting
the
there.
fish.
Let me tell the fucking
You mean
story.
the kid that
Joe, let
killed
him talk.
Nemo's family?
Holy shit, Joe. He's trying to talk.
It was I don't know, 2010 roughly, probably.
You don't think of a car?
We went down to Discovery Cove in Florida, which, if you don't know, is like
Where the fuck is it, dude? Is
it's
it
in
Coral
Florida.
Gables, Orlando, Miami?
it's near Orlando.
Cocoa
Is it in
Beach,
Siesta Key?
Siesta Key,
It's this marine park.
Trump
You get
golf
a free
course.
buy
Where is
into
it,
it.
Dom?
Mar-a-Lago.
They only let 1,000 people in a day. Everything's inclusive once you get in there. They have
Wow,
a
Sounds like
exclusive
Mar-a-Lago
they
to me.
have a giant, like 10-foot deep, really warm, lazy river, freshwater, which is awesome.
Why is warm part
Also,
of it?
when
club.
no,
How'd you get in?
because
And why do you know Jeffrey Epstein?
when you get there, they give you a wetsuit, goggles, and a snorkel. Then they have the.
Why did they
ocean
measure
tank.
your penis with one of those
Then
tape you used
they
to for
have
a
the
suit?
ocean tank, which
And
is
then
like
you're
15
banned
feet
after the
deep,
age of
and
14.
it's cold and it's full of fish swimming around. Then they have a tank built into the side of it with barracudas behind glass. And I heard a kid
Whoa.
go to one lifeguard and say, "Do you ever let the barracudas out?"
Let him out.
It's a good question, dude.
Who let the
Sick.
barracudas out? Who let that cuda
You see
out?
that, you son of a bitch?
You're saying it's like a Pakistani dude. That's an Indian accent, which they'd get mad at if I said that. But
You
Yeah,
did say
yeah.
that.
well, they both.
But don't spray it.
Okay, I'm trying.
Yeah, let's
So,
spin
Dom,
this
that's,
wheel.
that's a good story.
That's
Dude.
the barracuda story.
It's a good barracuda.
And the lifeguard was
story.
like,
I love that story.
"No,
I've eaten barracuda.
like,
It was
what's
good.
wrong with you? Is
I've
it better
eaten
than aloe?
barracuda.
Aloe be thy
No.
name."
No, it's not better than aloe, dude. What? Kidding me? Absolutely not.
Hail Gary, full of face. Aloe be thy name.
All right, Joe, you make the noise. Go.
For the last spin.
Spin.
Bump.
What keeps eating the dead fish I bury?
Oh, fuck you.
Damn it.
God fucking damn it!
We've already gone over this already.
Christ, fuck.
This is not only a dumb fucking spin wheel. This is the third podcast in a row we've talked about the fucking fish you bury and what happens to them when you bury them.
Why do I keep killing fish and burying them?
You sound
And
like
then
a kid that
what?
just lost 3 teeth in a week. You're like, what is going on with the tooth fairy? I don't get it.
And then what keeps eating them?
Where is
Alright.
it going? Where are my
I'm-
teeth going? And how come I keep getting money?
I'm not up first. So I
Why not
consulted
though?
Because I consulted an expert on this and I have the fucking answer and I think it's wrong. So Dominic, get the fuck
You already
back
answered
here.
on the podcast twice this exact thing.
Dude, it turns out, based off of the fucking tracks, it's not what I thought it was.
All right, well, let's hear all about it because I refuse to participate in this one.
We'll take a fucking... You fucking go first. Let me see what you think about this. So
I
for those of you
refuse to
who are
participate. I've already
listening,
done this discussion
who are
twice. I won't do it
listening
again.
to this, I eat the fish I catch. That's something that I do. And
People don't know that by now. I
so
can't
I've got 1 trout, 1 yellow perch,
One
and
shot.
2 bluegills in my yard. Well, they were in my yard. They're gone now.
Hey Dom, what did you feel like when you first watched that video? 2 bluegills, 1 trout. That's all I have to say about that.
Oh
What
my
do you think
god.
of that, dude? So I consulted an expert angler and hunter on this because I said, "Hey, dude, what does this look like to you? Like based off of the hole?"
You just show him your asshole. Does this
I
look like
buried-
ringworm?
I buried 2 bluegill and 1 yellow perch in this hole, and then in this hole I buried 1 rainbow trout. The hole looks like this. What is it?
Does this look like normal to you?
What?
I need your expert advice.
Is this 1 a rat, 2 a squirrel,
Oh, you give him a multi
a mouse,
D, all the above.
4 a opossum and
And opossum.
or otherwise known as
6 unknown. So he's like, "Oh, dude, fucking based on that, I know." So what do you think?
My first thought is raccoon.
raccoon. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
yes.
my next guess would be, I'd say skunk.
I still
'cause
thought it
they're
would be
known for
dog, but since you
digging.
said it's not dog,
Dude,
then I
I'm
say
going
raccoon.
3 feet down. I dig a hole, dude, and I bury fish in it.
It's been well established, dude.
Why?
Thanks for the dimensions, though. What do you
Because
think it
I
is?
feel-
The grab boys come up from the earth, the drummer style, and steal
Yes.
them beneath the.
Well, no, I just think it's going to help my lawn grow. And then also, I want the fish to not go in the trash bag. Come on.
No, I get that. I get why you do it. I'm just saying I don't get why it wouldn't be a dog. But I guess if it's not a dog, I'm gonna say raccoon.
Hold on. Are you upset that it's getting dug up?
A little bit.
He wants to keep the bones.
Oh,
Yeah, I
we've
want
gone
this
over
to
this.
be-
You got to build a box.
Of course, we're not doing it. We're not going over again. Dylan, give us the
going over
answer,
again.
please.
So, my brother-in-law, who's like an expert angler and hunter, said that it's a mink. And I said, "No, dude, I've never seen a fucking mink here," which is a weasel or a
Yeah,
fucking...
no. I mean, if it is a mink, if minks even are wild in Massachusetts, I would be surprised. I don't even know if they are.
We
I
have
know.
weasels, dude. I saw one the other day when I was fishing.
Yeah, but
in the
not every
Massachusetts
weasel's
River,
a mink. It's like saying we have weasels. Wolverines are weasels.
but...
So we have
yeah,
Wolverines.
but they're on the same category. But I was like, dude,
Fisher
I got-
cat's a weasel?
I've got fucking rats. Yeah, exactly. I've got rats. I'm too far away to have fisher cats because they hang up by water. I've got rats, and I've got bunnies. I've got fucking raccoons, skunks. The usual
It's not the
stuff.
rabbits. I guarantee it's not the rabbits.
It's
Ain't
not
the
the
rabbits.
rabbits. Yeah, because they don't eat things like this. They're not omnivores or fucking whatever-vores.
Carnivores.
Carnivores, yeah.
City
And,
horse.
yeah, so he thinks it's a
Is this
fucking
yours?
mink. And I'm like, dude, he lives in Wisconsin. I'm like, I don't think I have minks, man.
So
Based off of the hole, he
I
said
think-
it looks like a mink.
Based off of the hole.
how
Minks
it does
look
feel
good on the hole.
Hmm?
How big is the hole?
It's not big.
Oh, yeah, it could be because I've
They're
seen
like laser precision down
I've
3
seen
feet to the dead
weasels
fish.
in Marlboro before, and they're
It
like
could be a weasel.
this long.
Mm.
And they're like,
So he's probably right. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of the fucking situation here.
Wow.
And they take the dead fish.
Yeah, I guess I always figured that in your story that the thing would be unearthed, but if it's just the
That's what I was
solid tube
picturing.
down.
Yeah, it's like a
Yep.
precise hole.
It sounds like a
That they,
weasel
like-
hole.
Sounds like a weasel hole, guys.
Sure does.
Yep. All right, cool. Glad we got that cleared up. I think we have time for one more spin.
I think we do too. Let's
I
do
do.
one more. We can't end on the story that Dylan's told 3 times in a row, and here we go.
Nah, we
One
can't.
more
All
spin.
right. Who's gonna do the sound?
I'm glad for the update though.
All of us. We'll all do it.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
It's not on the screen, it's not on the
Not
screen.
Not sharing. Yep, I figured that out.
Oh my god, that was so close.
Okay, here we go. All right, fuck. Okay, right now. 1, 2, 3. Caterpillar 977. Dom, you want to go first?
That immediately makes me think of a front end loader
It's not.
because for Caterpillar equipment, every machine is classified. With a few exceptions, every machine is classified with a 3-digit number. The first digit specifies what the machine is, and then the next 2 are how much metric tons it weighs.
What it identifies as?
So yes, so the
Nines
nines,
all identify as front end loaders.
yes,
Okay.
all the 9s are front end loaders.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, all the
What are the
3s,
10s then?
they don't exist.
They're more of an idea.
It's more of a people. Actually, no, it's not a people. It's not Valhalla at all.
It's a
The 3s are excavators. The 4s are backhoes. The 6s are skid steers like a bobcat. And a
These should all be euphemisms for dirty ass bitches.
977 would be
Backhoes, front end loaders, skid steers. Are you doing this on purpose?
I don't know. I guess the construction world is just very sexual.
Well, at least it's funnier when I put it
so,
that way.
so,
Now tell us the intimate details of construction equipment.
A
Go.
977 would be a front end loader that weighs 77 metric tons.
Wow, that's a big boy. Or
Yes.
girl.
Indeed.
How many girls is that?
I don't know. What state are you in?
That's a good
I
point.
don't know.
Average weight
Close.
does vary. We're talking Vermont or Louisiana?
Either dude, they
Vermont,
both
the
have
entire
same
state.
accent.
Louisiana, I don't know, 4 or 5.
I think the average weight of a person in both states varies very much.
It depends on how close to the city you are.
I said the state, big dog.
No, I know, but in Vermont, it could be the same depending on how far away from Burlington you are.
Right, yeah. If you find one person in one part of the state, it could be heavier than the other person. You're
No,
right.
in Burlington, they're all the Burlington people, but if you go a couple towns over, they're all the same people as Louisiana.
hmm
No, this is a fact.
I know. I was just there.
Confirming this.
Yes, that's why I'm drinking Heady Topper.
I know
right
you
now.
love
We
to
were
be
just
like,
there.
hey, no. I'll tell you. Like, I just saw it, dude. They were all skinny as fuck. They were all wafy little. I like to pick berries. Wafy little people.
Burlington, but not an hour from.
No, in Burlington, I saw way more heavy people in Burlington than I did anywhere outside of Burlington. But they're mostly rich skiing people, probably.
Yeah, probably. That's it.
It wasn't a good. It wasn't a good
Yeah.
sample size of the true
Yeah,
population.
it was-
No,
yeah.
because if you go to like a Scotney area, there you get this. It's the same people.
I don't know if you're allowed to say
in-
that anymore.
that are in outside or outside like an hour from New Orleans. It's the same group.
I remember seeing the average BMI index or the average body weight in the states, and like the top 5 skinniest states are like Massachusetts, Vermont, Colorado, and then like one other one. And then
Yeah, 'cause
everything
most
is like
people-
Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, and Alabama are like everyone in the state on
Pretty
average
rough.
is not just overweight, morbidly obese. And of
Yeah.
course, there's like 1 or 2 skinny people, but it throws the average off, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Dom, you're right.
What was the
I
question?
also-
How fat people are in different states? I
No,
can't remember.
Caterpillar
Yeah, no.
977.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
No, that's it. Yep.
77 tons. Holy
No,
crap,
it's
that's
a
a big boy.
sick front loader. And then I did want to. I don't know if I can manually pick this, but I'm sorry. I really want to wrap it up.
Well, yeah. Well, let's wrap it up on a good one. So, Dylan, why don't
A
you pick
really
the last
good one. So let me just spin this real quick until something sick shows up because it's
Yeah, you'll just tell us what shows up. We'll just trust you for it.
no.
Beetle.
Just hang on.
I don't even bother
finally.
showing your screen because
Okay, all right.
it'll be funnier if you don't.
Okay, no, I got this. So I'm gonna share my screen right now because it finally hit the spot that I wanted to, and this is the final category of today's episode.
And that's what it's called,
really
Final
enough,
Thoughts.
It is not final thoughts. This is mouse kill count.
MK Ultra.
MK.
K. Oh, C. Sorry. MKK.
Because we all talked about this recently, and I didn't know that.
When I think of mouse kill count, I think about
warlord
a vampire
that we all
on Sesame
know.
Street.
Again, no names, but there's a warlord that we all know for this. And
Yes.
I think it's pretty funny. Joe, how many mice have you killed in your life?
With traps, I hope you're thinking.
Anything?
Personally,
No,
I never killed any.
hand-to-hand combat.
I never killed
Combat,
any of them.
But
crossbow,
BJJ only.
Vietnamese, like Vietnam traps.
Capoeira.
The old school traps, whatever.
I think I've only killed like 2 of them ever. I never really had that much of a problem with them.
Really?
I think I put like one of those like trap, like one of like the glue traps out. And I never caught anything.
That's
Good.
horrible.
But I've found
So you've
2
killed no mice, and you
I
decided.
think I've killed 0. But I've
I'm gonna
found
do a
2
glue
dead
trap?
mice that they've already died on their own volition. And so I
You
guess I
can't
didn't kill
count
them.
that kill, dude. Have you played Halo before? You can't count dead bodies or on.
Yeah,
on
you're right.
frames.
I was trying to help you out. I've never killed a mouse in my whole life. I never killed one. No,
Wow,
I don't kill them.
unreal, incredible, dude.
Wow.
All right,
How about
Dom-
you guys? 100?
Dom,
each?
estimated.
Well, before 2023, it was like 1 or 2,
Wow.
and now it's probably
Things
in
have changed.
2023.
It's in the thousands.
It's well, if you include the one I found today,
Okay,
it
I wasn't
is
going to include that one. but
Let's
that's
include
fine.
that.
probably.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Put it-
include
well,
it.
let's actually honestly let's put it in there.
Wow.
I'm gonna count some really really gross ones too, and make
Definitely.
it's probably like 25 in 2023.
Total.
In the year 25,
Yeah.
I killed 25.
Yeah, but that's 25 traps you have to pick up like you're picking up a big cracker and then you put it.
Well, remember that I got 2 in one trap one time.
That's a double kill. That's what they call that.
kill.
But I do have more than a double kill
Call that a
because
double kill, dude.
this one
Kill-tacular.
fucked me up for a little bit when it happened because I was still using the catch and release traps. I was like, I don't want to kill him. And
Did you get Giles japed by the mouse?
no, I had a mouse give birth inside of the trap.
You guys, I'm telling you, Dylan can't just think of everything we talked about in the podcast and rehash it again for the episode. We've done this entire story: the mouse trap, the killing,
Sorry.
the child trap. You've told this
You guys
entire
asked
story
me
on
to
a
do
podcast.
the wheel today. Okay?
Dylan, I'm
No, we
sorry
didn't.
to
No, we
the
did
show.
not.
We have done this entire thing
You asked
already.
me
Let's
to
do it
this.
again.
It's funny.
God
You
damn.
asked me to do this.
No, it was
So-
your idea to do it and that you were going to run it.
don't rig it.
Joe, there's more categories we didn't do yet.
Yeah,
How
don't-
about categories that we didn't just do the story we already did either last week or the week before?
Okay, wait.
Dylan,
all
how
right.
about you tell the story about what was the last one you told on the show? Let's see.
Let me spin the wheel. Let me tell you, just so you know, it's not rigged. I did.
It is rigged. It's not just rigged. It's that you forgot you told the story last time. You're doing it
No,
again as
I-
a motive to do it. Girls'
okay.
names. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this.
No. All right, so
You
we
guys
actually
feel free with
dude,
it.
Lucille.
No, we did them
God
all.
damn.
We only missed one.
Nice, dude.
There's only one category we haven't done yet.
All right,
Can
what
you
is
guess
it?
what it is?
Well, calling me wrong about that.
Joe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bitch.
Yeah. Ethicalness of killing fish.
Ethicalness.
All right, something we already talked about.
So it's not rigged, Joe.
Yeah. I wish you didn't do on that 5-minute rant earlier about how you always kill the fish you always eat them.
We already talked about
asking,
this.
I'm asking people if it's like
You know what, Dom? It really is our fault for letting Dylan do anything. That was our bad.
Do you guys want to
I
go
think
to
we
car
had a good
show or
episode
not?
anyway, though, regardless. What are these little notes you have here? These are things that... Oh, these are all the names? That's how
No.
long it is?
These are
What
fucking
keeps eating
cat-
that fish I bury?
These are the categories, dude.
Those are the full categories. Wow. There's more than half are about sea life or for water life.
Dude, would you rather that I do like Henry David Thoreau or
No.
fucking
Henry
Walden
David
Pons?
no.
No, and
My favorite
fucking
ones was blank
Nathaniel
and girls'
Hawthorne.
names, which were
What's
both
your-
ones you did not
what's your
pick. Because you had
favorite-
nothing ready for it, and it was a genuine conversation, not just
Yeah.
Dylan talking about the thing that I
Yeah.
talked about
What's your
on the phone and on the
favorite
podcast.
Celebrity. What's your favorite? What's the
Oh my
last time you had a fun dip? You know, like come on.
Like,
I don't
what
know.
if me and Dom put on Lunar Eclipse, and we just went on a 5-minute rant about how much fun we had in Burlington, Vermont last week?
I'd be down.
No, because the solar.
You're fucking
eclipse.
down. Because it was sick. You guys did something no one ever did. The next time you can see that, you have to go to the Giza pyramids.
No, I'm gonna wait until it's in
Well, it
America
has to
again
go
in,
over the
like,
pyramids,
the
and that won't happen
2040s.
until the Armageddon, because
No, it
Jesus
is
Christ will
2030,
come back.
dude. 2030, it's going over fucking Giza.
Damn. Well, I'm sure that the traffic won't be bad leaving Cairo. That
I'm
probably
going.
won't suck.
Actually, I fucking.
Dom, did you
hate
hear
that.
people were driving for
God,
7
I-
hours?
That's not the worst I heard.
I hate going to the Middle East. I'm not
It must have
going.
been because we weren't in the cities, right? Because the cities you couldn't
Yes, and because we left right after it happened.
leave. Mhm.
There were people that left at like 7 p.m. They're like, "Oh, this should be good now." It's like, "Oh, it took me 9 hours to get home."
Damn, yeah. Everyone was like, how'd you get back? We're like,
Wow.
it sucked, but we left right away.
How did we get back? It was an hour longer than it should have been. That was it.
Yeah, that's not great, but it's not 7 fucking hours.
What helped us a lot was as soon as we got into southern New Hampshire.
No. We're doing the thing
Yeah,
I made
sorry,
fun of
sorry,
a
sorry,
second ago. Dom,
Wait,
that
back
was
to
my
mouse
bad.
kill count.
That's not
The
your
funny,
fault.
The funny thing about the mouse kill
Go ahead,
count
Dylan. Yeah.
is that, like, all right, Dom's got what? You said fucking 30.
25,
Joe's got
yeah.
nothing because he's a pussy. And then,
A
sorry.
pussy
Joe,
with
you're
no mice in his house.
No,
Sorry.
I know. You don't have any mice. It's fine.
Oh, you do.
I don't
You
have a
haven't-
house.
You have them.
You
You just
have a
haven't
fucking-
seen it.
I bet if I had a house, I would have mice.
Yes, that is how that works. That is exactly.
I'm not
how it
saying
works.
I wouldn't. I
If
probably
you
would.
get a mouse, if you get a house, you get a mouse.
There you go.
If you give a house a mouse.
No,
It rhymes,
we all,
therefore it's
we
true.
all know someone who has killed thousands of mice, and I think that's wild. And it makes
Is
me
it
feel,
God?
Yeah, but it makes me feel better about killing fish sometimes to eat them,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that I know someone who's taken the lives of a lot of mice. And I
Are you
go,
going to
"All
tell
right."
us who it is?
No, on the podcast, I won't share names. I don't like that.
But are they a
You
pest
do
control
though.
expert?
Oh yeah, your phone number and your address is fine.
Or are they it's a pastime of theirs?
it's not a pest control; it's a humanitarian.
Oh, I know who he's talking about.
biologist,
I know who he's talking
biology,
They don't kill wild mice. They kill mice in a lab setting. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah,
thank you.
someone
Yeah.
who historically does not like being
Oh,
mentioned on the podcast.
now I see what you're saying.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we
Well,
actually
that is
know-
killing mice, but not killing mice in the way they're not sporting like you and Dom are hunting them down and trapping
I'm
them.
not-
This person,
No,
is
I'm
growing
trying to
them.
make sure my mom doesn't have mice in her house.
yeah, that's fair. But you're
different.
it's kind of cheating. It's like saying, oh, I have the most kids. It's like you don't wear condoms. It's not fair. Like
Yeah,
it's
I know,
kind of
but,
cheating.
But like, how do you like rationalize any of that? So it's like, all right, well, I get it. Like,
Saving human lives, I think,
better.
is the rationalization, but I'm not really sure about it. But
no, definitely. But
I think that's the idea. Because otherwise, how could you be vegan and kill more animals than anyone I've ever met?
That's a really funny point.
No
That's a good point, dude.
spoilers.
No spoilers here. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day I was unwrapping, or my mom was taking out Christmas gifts from the basement, and it was in one of those like bins that you can see through, and she didn't realize.
Mommy,
that's
why are the
where
Christmas gifts moving?
all the mice lived? This is like last year, and she opened it, and a mouse jumped out and crawled down her fucking back, and I heard her screaming.
Oh man, that's not
That
fun.
is rough.
I was downstairs and I heard her screaming. And I knew immediately. I was like, that sounds like she probably has a mouse on her. And yeah,
The universal
right.
woman sees a mouse noise.
we're never
Eek.
the same. Oh, it was like rough, dude. So yeah, mice. It's out of control, dude. It's crazy. So I haven't had diarrhea yet. Just a heads up.
You made it.
And, made it through the podcast, yeah. So I'm cool with that. But I think final thoughts is probably the time now, since we actually did cover every single category.
Nice job. We did it again. We always
did it
think we
again,
can,
guys.
but never doubt our ability to stretch the podcast out an extra hour to cover everything.
Oh yeah.
That's what we do here.
We
Name
get
of the
it
game.
done. We did well.
We do.
So
we do.
let's start with Joe's final favorite fucking category ever. Final thoughts.
That's not what it is. Final thoughts. My final thoughts is Dylan's never doing the wheel again. If he wants to tell stories about his life, you can do that in the first 20 minutes of the podcast like he always does.
I have existential questions about the things I do on a daily basis that I needed our help as a podcast.
I love
As my-
talking about that kind of shit,
as
but
my
not under the
community.
pretext of a wheel. And I think you pull the wool over our eyes and I don't appreciate it.
Oh,
That's my final thoughts.
holy shit. All right, thanks, Joe. All right, Dom?
My final thoughts are
It was the sickest fucking episode we ever had.
we shouldn't be surprised
What?
about what happened here tonight, but I'm not nearly upset about it as Joe is. I don't want to do it all the time, but it's, I'm not the one that has to edit this. So
Yeah, he has to sit
I'm
through
gonna be
3
editing.
hours
Oh
of
yeah,
shit.
this old chestnut. I buried a fish in my yard. At the time, I broke my leg skiing.
Broke my arm skateboarding. Different.
No, that was an Aqua Teen reference. That old chestnut.
Oh, okay.
Remember that? The Wisdom Cube. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, Wisdom Cube. Yep.
That old
My
chestnut.
dad owns a dealership. Wrong guy. Sorry. Wisdom Cube is different. So yeah, you're
Same show though.
Same show. Okay.
Don't get
so
me wrong though. I shouldn't interrupt you, but awesome episode, hilarious time. I just have to talk shit. It's my job on the show to talk shit about your choices. Doesn't mean I don't love it. Go ahead, Dylan.
Yeah. No, my final thoughts were his fucking great episode. I fucking loved it.
Can't beat it.
Yeah, so good. Great time.
This will
I
be
got
so
some
sick.
answers. And I can sleep at night now, finally.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know. Thank God. It was good. It's a good time.
Oh yeah, man.
So we'll see you guys next week for episode 97.
yes, this was 96. That's true. We never mentioned this was 96.
Almost. It was
96. We're
Yeah,
creeping
we're
up
almost
there.
at 100.
Yeah,
And
someone's
maybe
gonna have
by
to
then-
figure out their life or something.
Yeah, maybe by then we'll be able to have the expensive automatones so you guys can get good music as opposed to
That's
good,
what
good.
we're all
mediocre
headed
music.
towards. We shouldn't put our money together to buy Dylan a microphone. We should buy the $100 automaton and not a microphone that Dylan could use every time
Yeah.
for the
No, but-
podcast he has.
All right, so but make sure you get the Kirby one.
You know that this is cost as much as that.
This?
No, this costs as much as the automaton you're talking about getting. And this is like a
Dude,
5-year-old
I have
microphone.
a sick microphone. It's just at my mom's house. I'm not.
You have a microphone.
I have the computer. I have two computers.
You've gone through a lot of microphones, though.
I have two computers and one automaton. Does that help?
When you put it that way, you do need another automaton to match. So we all have two of each. And then
I
it'll be
want
even.
the Kirby or Jigglypuff automaton. That
That
would
would be
make
great.
things a little bit better. for the
I'd vote
podcast.
Kirby for sure.
I think Kirby, because Kirby's always open his mouth and he's swallowing. So.
Yeah, he's doing this. This
Yeah,
looks
he's
like
doing that.
Kirby.
Yeah, he's doing that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Strong end.
hmm Yep.
Anyways, that's been our episode 96 of the Dylan Base Podcast. We're happy to see you next time for the episode about the other thing that Dylan wants to talk about. Maybe it'll be about, improv.
Way to go, improv. I just got one last thing to say.
No, but
The only thing I have to say is those kids on every vacation right now, knocking on my door, scaring the shit out of me during this podcast. Knock it off.
Wow.
I said that was Dylan's house. And I heard that sound too. Like shit.
That's crazy, dude. Do you really have kids like knocking on your door doing shit?
Twice so far tonight. The first
What are they
time,
doing?
well, it's spring break. They knocked on the door. I don't have a doorbell,
So
They
just
knocked
fucking
on my
knock
door
on your
and ran
door. I
away.
didn't do that during spring break when I was in high school. What do
Also, they
fucking
used to
do?
call it April vacation, not spring break. Down
Sorry.
in Cabo Wabo, banging chicks with Corona lights.
Yeah.
The first
Kids on
time,
spring break in Fitchburg.
first time I heard the door knock, you could actually see me get up and walk away during the podcast,
I heard the knock.
and there was no one there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I heard like
Burning
voices
bag of
outside,
dog shit
and I
on
was
your
like,
car-
"Oh,
on your
these are
step?
just fucking kids." Then about 10 minutes ago, another one happened. It was 2 knocks, and I heard clearly like a 10-year-old voice yell something and run. I could hear the foot run away. I'm like,
Knock,
All
knock,
right.
dish. Dylan, they don't leave burning bags of dog shit anymore. They leave a QR code for their fucking Twitch.
a picture of
It's
their
a whole new
asshole.
world. Yeah.
Dude, so dumb. Can we fuck with these kids? This sounds like a really open opportunity to outsmart a bunch of fucking like kids and make them.
I think we
step
put
in
our heads together. We can probably outsmart some 10-year-old kids on spring break.
no,
in Fitchburg,
no
Mass.
guarantees, but
They
can
came
make
from
them-
Duluth, Montana.
we can make them step in a bag
We
of
gotta
burning
do
Do a
dog
wet
shit.
T-shirt contest on Dom's front porch. It's spring
Yeah.
break, baby.
No, I think we should just cover your porch in dog shit and make them step in.
Got you. Joke's on you.
Jokes on fucking you. I can't leave my house because there's dog shit everywhere.
I can go
Stop,
out the
drop,
back
and
door.
roll.
But fucking
Stop,
you,
drop, and roll, man.
You stepped in and trying to ring my doorbell. This is funnier to me. You're losing this. That's right.
Wow, what an episode. Episode 96.
Nice.
One for the record books.
It all stays in, I guess. Fuck me. That's it. I'm ending it now.
Speaking of that, we'll get to the wheel in 2 seconds, but the
Sure we
fact
will.
that these headphones work is really funny. It reminds me of you, Dom, because they've been eaten by mice. So,
It's like Valhalla. Like, we'll get there one day when we're dead. and
Episode
die.
100 is a
Battle.
people, not a place.
today's episode is brought to you by this nice bottle from a really good friend.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop.
Who will have diarrhea tonight? Epic diarrhea.
Historic.
10 years ago.
Wait, is
Because-
eating latex bad? Because I have a lot of apologies to make to former partners. This is news to me.
And green oysters in me as we speak.
Wow.
So,
You
Dom,
know, blue oyster is what you're looking for.
how's the diarrhea percentage for you? Mine's at 60%.
Well,
Your asshole's gonna be burning for you later.
It always
You're in the green oyster cult.
Yep. Green oyster cult. Unreal. The rape, dude, so, like, ruins everything.
There we go. Here we go, YouTube.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite 20-year anniversary.
and you know what
guys,
I
we
found
fucking
out a
came
couple
around
days ago?
full circle.
We fucking
here.
did it, Dylan
Yeah.
John Baseball. We did it. You didn't believe in us. We could fucking
Yeah,
do it.
any
we did
topic.
it.
Even a hot girl we can talk about and bring it to Napoleon Dynamite, okay? We got this.
What's Joe usually get for lunch? He's like, I don't know, chicken tenders and a pack of cigarettes.
This is great for
Not
you don't
really.
fucking have a clue what you want, and we're gonna give it to you.
What made you think of that? The A in Audi? That can't be it.
No, footwear. We were driving towards Wear Mass.
Oh, fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
You suck.
I love the fucking intro. It was so flattering and nice.
I love you. Whip. Bump.
What keeps eating the dead fish I bury?
Oh, fuck you.
Damn it.
2024 Toyota. You won't die.
It stays in. It all stays in.
The 2024 Toyota Camry. I peaked in high school. Why can't you? Toyota Camry. It's got staying power. And now with leather seats.
Da 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 da. Ba ya ya. Ba da 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 da. Ba ya ya. Ba da 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 da. Ba ya ya. Ba da 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 da. Ba ya ya. There used to be a great tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me, and love remained A drug that's a high, not a pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? And baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get at you, the stranger it feels, yeah. And now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits the gloom on the grave. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ya-ya. Ba-da-da-dee-dee-ah-da-da-da. Grandpa, one hand. All right, okay. You're good. You having fun?
Have a great day. Thank you.
Me too. That's great.